Petco for tonight's Facebook record sale. When you're on and watching, be sure to let us know. And I'm doing stuff on my phone, so I'm going to be like blabbering in the background while I'm trying to do stuff. Are you sharing the post? I can. That would be, actually, I've already got pulled up here. I've got it shared to the group. I like sharing it. I like sharing it to our story. Let me see if I can do that. Let me share the YouTube link to our story. No, I don't want to try YouTube Premium. Share, copy link. Yeah, everybody says I'm a tease because yeah, I guess I'm a big tease because I've showed all those records. Yep. Let's see. Why is that being weird? Oh, here we go. Story. That's what I need. I'm going to use this picture of stuff we're not selling tonight to get everybody's attention. How about that? I'm going to use this picture of new stuff that we're not selling tonight to get everybody's attention. That should go over real well. There we go. I used a picture for our story of stuff we may not sell tonight. Live now. See, if you go to our Facebook or Instagram story, you can click that button right there, and it'll take you live to YouTube. All right, let's start showing records. Let me pull up my Restream feed over here. Let's see, Restream. The last window I had open, I was looking at the win-loss history between LSU and Tennessee, doing all of my market research for my trip next Saturday. All right, let me go ahead and show these in just a second. I don't want to show them now. I'm going to let a lot of people get on because I've only got a few of those left, and I hadn't shown them in a while, and we've been selling a lot of compilations this week. So let me show the newest new vinyl we have, which is the newest new vinyl we have is where? Right here. Here's our new, we only had one box come in today. There'll be a lot next week. Oh my gosh, the amount of new vinyl coming in next week again. Just unbelievable. So let's go ahead and knock this crate out. This is new stuff we just unboxed today. New vinyl we just unboxed today. First record is the Pixies, Doggerel. D-O-G-G-E-R-E-L. I think that's Doggerel. A brand new studio album from the Pixies featuring There's a Moon On and Vault of Heaven. Limited edition yellow vinyl. And that's already sold to Mike Massey. New Pixies album. $34.99. If anybody else wants one, please let me know. That's a new album that came out today by the Pixies. One sold to Mike Massey. If anybody else wants one, let me know. I'll order more. I've had this before, but I haven't shown it in a while. This is the Roots of Guns N' Roses featuring Axl Rose and Izzy Stradlin of Guns N' Roses. These are 20. Did I put 46? This is supposed to be $26.99. I hope. Yeah. $26.99 on this. 26. I may have wrote down 46, Ed, but this is $26.99. The Roots of Guns N' Roses, $26.99. Roots of Guns N' Roses, $26.99. I only have one of those. There was a lot in stock. I can order more if I need to. George Michael Older. Where was the sheet at? Is it in here? Yeah. George Michael Older. We had a wait list for this. Just a few things on the wait list tonight. John Wilson and Jerry Stone. Your copy of George Michael Older came in. This is also a new release for today. It's an album of his that came out, what, in the 90s, 1996. Pretty much impossible to get on vinyl. I don't know if they even pressed it on vinyl. And that's $48.99, George Michael Older. Just for that, here are our money dollars you may not get tonight. Okay. Slayer, Rain in Blood. We actually still got these in stock. But man, I got 2 email blasts. Like all caps letters, Slayer back in stock, and I'm like, we still got a whole nother stack over here of them. So Slayer is $38.99. Rain in Blood. That's REIGIN, one of their demonic looking covers from Slayer. $38.99. I have 5 of those. Slayer. And we finally got, everybody has got one. All the pre-orders are filled. All of the waiting lists are filled. I have 2 available for sale. Slipknot The End so far. Slipknot The End so far, $38.99. Limited edition neon yellow vinyl, $38.99 for Slipknot. The End so far. New release, new reissue campaign from them. I have 2 of them. They're $38.99. Guns N' Roses Greatest Hits. Guns N' Roses Greatest Hits. $46.99. 2 LP, this is the Guns N' Roses Essentials, $46.99. If your screen goes black and you can still hear me, if it freezes, just close out of your Facebook app, refresh, come back and find us, and you should be good, hopefully for a while. If you keep having trouble, hop over to YouTube. If you continue to have trouble, I don't have a solution for that. But I guess just hop off, hop on, and just refresh your feed. Make sure your phone and your apps are up to date. Make sure your Facebook app is up to date, and make sure your phone has got your most up-to-date software on it. Jimi Hendrix, Valley of Neptune. Bob Riger, if you're watching, I don't know where it's pressed, but it doesn't have an RTI sticker for it. It doesn't have an RTI sticker on it. Jimi Hendrix, Valley of Neptune, $28.99. The brand new, what this was, I remember when this came out, this was a brand new album from Jimi Hendrix that came out, about 10 years ago? It was a whole studio album of stuff that he never did release. Valleys of Neptune, $28.99. That's a 2 LP. Now, Bob, if you're watching, this isn't pressed at RTI, so I don't know if you want one or not, but most of the Hendrix stuff is pressed at QRP, which is, quality record pressing. It's good to begin with. I have not shown Forrest Gump yet. I'm going to do that in 1 second, Andrew. Give me 1 second on that. New release from Music on Vinyl. That is the Bangles Different Light. Limited edition of 4,000 numbered copies on pink and purple marbled vinyl. Has Walk Like an Egyptian, Manic Monday, Walking Down Your Street. This was the Bangles. This was their album. This was big. Walk Like an Egyptian and Manic Monday. $39.99, which Manic Monday was composed by Prince. 4,000 of these pressed by Music on Vinyl. Those are $39.99. Colored vinyl. New reissue from Wilco. This is Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. That's like what the stuff they say in like the Army, isn't it? Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. $39.99. Sounds like what they use. Original album remastered. This is an indie exclusive release on creamy white vinyl. $39.99. Yvette wants a copy of the Bangles. And we've got Kendrick Lamar, which Jerry Stone, if you're watching, you can have dibs on this. If you don't want it, that's fine, and somebody else can buy it. This is the new Kendrick Lamar album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, $46.99. Kendrick Lamar, $46.99. Eric Fisher says he'll take one of the new Wilco remastered anniversary indie exclusives. That's a lot of good adjectives. And we have to have this in every crate tonight. Tyler Childers' new album, Can I Take My Hounds to Heaven? $46.99. Let's go ahead and pull one for Cameron Nance. He commented on my post, my YouTube post, that he wanted one. And if anybody else wants one, I've got less than 20 left now. We ordered a bunch. I think we've officially got less than 20 or 15 now. So make sure Cameron Nance gets one. There's one for Matt Spear. And David Cox wants the last copy of Wilco we have. So, let's see. Are you selling the 80s metal collection tonight? Here's what I'm going to do. I would love to keep that collection for Tuesday night. However, I have teased, and I'm going to auction off a few records. I'm going to mix them in with our Japanese auctions tonight. But no, I'm going to try to get all that ready so we can have a big sale and have just an 80s, sell all that stuff on next Tuesday night. So if you're and plus it'll probably be better. Friday nights, a lot of people don't get to watch anyway. So let's save all that. Look, I'll kind of show it to y'all. Look, it's stacked up. It's right behind Forrest Gump. I know y'all really can't see it. There's 8 crates over there full of, great stuff. So, okay, let's go back through this crate one more time. This was our first crate, just a little quick new arrivals crate. The Roots of Guns N' Roses, $26.99. The Roots of Guns N' Roses. The new Tyler Childers is $64.99. We got one for Cameron Nance, and we've got one for, who else just got one? We got a new for Matt Spear. I've got you down for Tyler Childers. That's pretty much like a box set. New Invoice, exactly. I was thinking that too. Everybody's been hit pretty hard already this week. We've had a lot of new releases come in, and I figure if we do the metal stuff next week, it'll be better on everybody's budget anyway. So let's just save most of that. Let's save most of that for Tuesday night. We'll go from there. So you said 46. My bad. I inverted some numbers there. $64.99. Flip that 6 and that 4. That's the correct price. Guns N' Roses, or the Roots of, that was $26.99. George Michael Older, $48.99. 2 LP. Like I said, kind of new on vinyl. It's impossible to get. Slayer. Slayer is $38.99. Rain in Blood. I had that back ordered with another distributor. These are usually like, I guess everybody's already got a copy that's into Slayer, but they're like a hot commodity. I'm telling you, I probably put some of those on Discogs. Slipknot, The End So Far, another hot commodity. Yellow vinyl, indie exclusive, $38.99 for that. Guns N' Roses Greatest Hits. I realized I didn't have a copy of this in the store. Welcome to the Jungle, Sweet Child of Mine, Patience, Paradise City, November Rain, their cover of Live and Let Die, $46.99. That Jimi Hendrix album, which I don't think I've ever offered this before on vinyl. And this is $28.99. Did I get a Bangles on pre-order? Did I post the pre-order of that? I don't think I did, Paul. I don't think I did. Can we check the group and see if I posted a pre-order on the Bangles, or maybe Doug did? I didn't have that on my master sheet though. We've already pulled one for Yvette. I have 2 left unless those are spoken for. $39.99 is Guns N' Roses Lies on vinyl. No, Lies has never been reissued. I think they've bootlegged it, but it's never been reissued. We did a Bangles Gold's Greatest Hits. Paul Brother says go ahead and pull him one. I've got one left, and Ed Nelson wants a Jimi Hendrix Valleys of Neptune. And Bob Riger, no problem. I went ahead and, like I said, sometimes people's like, hey, can you check something out? And I'm like, sure, and I'll order it anyway, because even if you decide you don't want it. And then there's Jerry Stone. Like I said, I don't know if you're watching, Jerry. I ordered a Kendrick Lamar because it's such a big album. It's like on the top new vinyl list right now, but $46.99. Most of that new stuff is just not, the new vinyl, like new artists, this is not cheap. I mean, it's like crazy what they can get for their stuff. But people pay it. All right, I'm going to start our Japanese auctions right now. Let's get our Japanese auction started. I'm also going to start with a crate of new arrivals. Let me peek in here. I got some stuff we didn't get to the other night that's been sitting in the office, which is a check condition bin. I'm going to show the check condition stuff right now. Great titles, just a little bit lesser grade. And I'm going to go ahead and officially show this because I've already seen 2 people ask. I'm down to my last 4 copies and before I order more, and I'm about to order more. And this looks like this has been a great week for soundtracks, and this is a great one in itself. The Forrest Gump soundtrack is $46.99. 32 tracks. It's a 2 LP from Music on Vinyl, and this is their subsidiary label, At the Movies. They do a lot of really hard-to-get soundtracks. $46.99, Music on Vinyl. I've got 4 copies, and I can get more. So let me read through some of the tracks here. I've said it before, this is in the Collectco Hall of Fame. I probably have sold more of these than anything else. I'd be willing to bet on that. $46.99. It's like the history of rock music. You know how the movie goes. Forrest starting as a young kid. He meets Elvis Presley. He's listening to, he kind of, and then as he grows up, the Vietnam era, all through the 60s and early 70s. It's fantastic. Elvis Presley, Duane, Eddy, Clarence Henry, the Rooftop Singers, Wilson Pickett, Joan Baez, Creedence Clearwater Revival, the Four Tops, Aretha Franklin, Bob Dylan, the Beach Boys, Mamas and Papas, Buffalo Springfield, Jackie D. Shannon, The Doors, Break On Through, Simon and Garfunkel, Mrs. Robinson, Jefferson Airplane, Volunteers, The Youngbloods, Let's Get Together, one of my favorites, Scott McKenzie, San Francisco, The Byrds, Turn, 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 Fifth Dimension, Aquarius, Harry Nilsson, Everybody's Talking, Three Dog Night, Joy to the World, The Supremes, B.J. Thomas, Randy Newman, Leonard Skinner, Sweet Home Alabama, the Doobie Brothers, Gladys Knight and the Pips, Willie Nelson, Bob Seger, and then the Forrest Gump Suite. That is a fantastic soundtrack. I've got 4 on hand, and I'm going to order more while Music on Vinyl still has them. So let me go back up to my feed here. Okay, first, Tracy Miller wants one. The single soundtrack is supposed to be coming out on vinyl. As soon as I can get information on that, I will post a pre-order. Sell Tracy Miller a Forrest Gump. Next, Matt Spear wants one. David C. wants one. And Sherry Darnell wants one. I am sold out of what I have, unless there's some in the soundtrack bin, which I don't think there is. I don't see any. No, I put 2 or 3 up here up front in the store, and they sold in the store. So if anybody else wants one, let me know. And that is $46.99. Dakota, you're next. Those will be in next week. I got to order more of them anyway. I order these about 10, 15 at a time. It's so popular. So Dakota, I'll have yours in next week if that's okay. Freebird is not on it. No, they use Sweet Home Alabama. So now they're coming out with a 3 LP sometime later this year that I think even has more music. It's not Music on Vinyl. It's the Sony label, and they're doing it on Bubba Gump pink vinyl or Box of Chocolates brown vinyl. And I think it's going to be the complete, uncut, every song on the movie, which I figured that had all of it, but there is a couple more, you know, when Jeannie is, you know, about to jump off the ledge or whatever, you know, Freebird's playing in the background. So that's one song that I know that's not on there, but I can't think of any others really. So, but I guess there is some more music that wasn't on that soundtrack. So, all right, check condition. Emmylou Harris, Cimarron. This is VG Plus, $9.99. I've got a bin of new arrival, vintage, check condition. Let's also get our Japanese auctions going. I've got some good stuff, right, Tanner? Tanner said, oh, yeah. So here's the crew at Collectco tonight. We have Tanner right next to me. He's watching the feed and tagging. We got Josh and Ed. They're logging and alphabetical ordering stuff. And Doug is in the back shipping. So we got a lot of people here tonight. Okay, first record is not what I meant to pull out, but that's okay. I grabbed the wrong one. I meant to grab this. Tom Petty, Let Me Up, I've Had Enough. Is this Japanese? This is US, I guess. Yeah, this is a US. It came from Japan, though. As you can expect, it's like pristine. Shrink wrap and hype sticker, absolutely pristine. Is this Japanese? This is so weird. This came from Japan. Let's take a look at it here. Yeah, perfect cover. Near mint minus in shrink wrap. It's got the original inner sleeve. This is Tom Petty, Let Me Up. And look, yeah, this is definitely US. It's got a insert form here where you could buy, pack up the plantation. It's got like a video cassette insert. The disc is absolutely pristine. $25 start. $25 start. This is a Tom Petty, Let Me Up, I've Had Enough. A perfect copy in shrink wrap. That came from Japan. We got that imported in Japan from all of our other Japanese stuff. That is a US pressing, though. US pressing. Let's see. You doing a Japanese in Michael Jackson other than Thriller? No, I didn't see any. I will flip through it one more time, though. And yeah, $25 start on Tom Petty. Cameron Nance is in. Let's do Air Supply next. We'll put the Beach Boys on deck. Air Supply, Now and Forever. These aren't tagged. I guess Seth either forgot these or didn't get to them. We'll put Air Supply up for a $15 start. A pristine copy, now and forever. It has the lyric insert. $15 start. Japanese press of Air Supply, now and forever. Cameron's at 25 on Tom Petty. Brent's at 30. And Crosby, Stills, and Nash. A VG copy for $14.99. Now, let's get into this bin of check condition new arrivals. Mike Bloomfield, Al Kooper, and Stephen Stills Super Session EX $17.99. The best of Tim Hardin is EX $19.99. And Rita Coolidge, Nice Feeling. Don't see that one too often. EX $12.99. That's got to be an earlier one of hers. Nice Feeling, Rita Coolidge, $12.99 EX. The Mamas and the Papas. That's an original studio album. VG Plus, $9.99. And Missa Luba, a mass sung in pure Congolese style, native songs of the Congo. VG Plus, $9.99. Shauna Craig just tagged the tracks for Emmylou Harris there. Stephen Tuttle wants Mike Bloomfield. Sell that to Stephen Tuttle. That's called Super Session. That's always great stuff. Anytime I see the word Stephen Stills on it, I know I'm going to like it. Elton John, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. A VG Plus on the vinyl. VG Plus on the vinyl. Black MCA label, $24.99. I seen somebody earlier commenting. They're at an Elton John concert tonight. I don't know where they're at. I think it was Chris Gornsey. Elton John will be in Nashville Sunday night at Nissan Stadium. Sir Elton coming to town. The Doobie Brothers, Living on the Fault Line. EX $12.99 for the Doobie Brothers, Living on the Fault Line. And Jefferson Starship, Blows Against the Empire. EX $17.99 on that. Okay, Tom Petty. High bid on Tom Petty is $32 of Cameron Nance. That is a U.S. pressing from Japan. It came with our Japan stuff. It is either, it is near mint. I mean, it's got the insert. It's really, really cool. He's in Dallas tonight. He's in Dallas. Okay. Bill Fratsky's at 15 on Air Supply. Going once, going twice, and going once, going twice on Tom Petty as well. The Doobie Brothers, Taking It to the Streets. That's EX $12.99. The Elton John is $24.99. Emmylou Harris, Last Date. That is a VG Plus $9.99. Poems, Prayers, and Promises. John Denver. This is a VG Plus $14.99. First track on side 2 is Take Me Home Country Roads. Donovan, Like It Is. That's one you don't see as often. EX on the vinyl. About a VG Plus cover. $9.99. Tom Steyer wants Elton John. Let's make sure Andrew doesn't want it first. He asked how much it was. Andrew Policino, if you want this, please let me know. OG pressing. This is a black MCA label. It's not a new pressing. This should be the label for a first pressing, but I can't guarantee that. But no, this isn't a new pressing, but it's not, I can't say it's a first pressing. But yes, this is a vintage, not new pressing. I'll put it that way. Andrew, it's yours if you want it. If not, it goes to Tom Steyer. Brent Rabley was at 33 on Tom Petty. So was Mark Robinson. Then Mark bid 35, and so did Stephen Tuttle. And Jeff Miller wants Doobie Brothers, Taking It to the Streets. Sell that to Jeff Miller. Was there a backup on the Wilco? I have it. I don't need it. I can put it, if I can put it back, please. There was not a backup, but if you need to put it back, that's fine. Brent Rabley's at 50 on Tom Petty. Cameron Nance bid 39, and Andrew says he's passing on Yellow Brick Road. So first pressings did have the rainbow because I have one. Yes, there's 2 MCA labels. There's a black rainbow label, and then there's a sky rainbow label. The black on that one should be the first pressing. Andrew says he's passing, so give that to Tom Steyer. Jared McLaughlin wants Rita Coolidge. Rita Coolidge. That's right here. I was about to say, yeah, that's not one I didn't have. So I do have an extra copy of Wilco Yankee Hotel Foxtrot if anybody wants it. Genuine Dillard and Clark, Through the Morning, Through the Night. That is EX $39.99. Dillard and Clark. Let's go ahead and sell Air Supply. Just one bid on that for $15, and that was Bill Fratsky. Go ahead and sell it. There's the new indie exclusive on that if anybody wants it. Remaster, $39.99. By the way, I had some stuff I already sold out of. Rich Recor and Tony Murphy, your Alice Cooper came in. That will be on this week's invoice. Jake Rogers, Your Lost Boys came in. I've got more coming on Monday. And then, of course, I've already said George Michael's in for John Wilson and Jerry Stone. Tom Petty's at 50 with Brent Rabley. That's going once, going twice. And I need to find some stuff he's actually tagged here. We're in the right crate. I don't think I grabbed... Is there another crate back there? Yeah, see if there's another crate. None of these are tagged. I mean, I can still sell them, but they're not tagged. See if there's another crate. I'll go ahead and pull something else out of here, but none of these are tagged. See if there's another one back there. I mean, I can still sell them, but it helps if they're tagged. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, original motion picture soundtrack. This is a nice copy. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, near mint vinyl, original insert, gatefold jacket, pristine with Obi, $35 start. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, music by the legendary John Williams. We have Mark Robinson. So here we got a Tom Petty. Mark Robinson is at $55. This is a near mint jacket. This comes from Japan, but it is a U.S. pressing, so I can promise you it's well taken care of. Has the original hype sticker, and then check this out. It's got the original inner sleeve, and it also has this video cassette insert that came with it. And the vinyl's right back there. I can promise you it's OG. See, here's that. Of course, this would be the OG label for this, but there's that other MCA label. It looks like a sky with the rainbow. If you have a Yellow Brick Road on that label, then it's a repress. Bob Dylan, John Wesley Harding. That's EX $32.99. Brent Rabley is out on Tom Petty. This is a 2i Columbia stereo. EX on the vinyl. Just has a couple non-audible scuffs. $32.99 on that. Big hits. High Tide and Greengrass. The Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones is a VG Plus $29.99. Blue London stereo label. That is $29.99. And No Dice, Badfinger. EX $22.99. Badfinger, one of their more requested albums. OG on Apple. Very nice. EX just has a couple scuffs. Some of that, what I call paper acid transfer. These inner sleeves, sometimes they're acidic and they transfer onto the vinyl. That is $22.99. The BG Spirits Having Flown. We've sold a couple of Japanese copies of that lately. This is an EX copy, US, $12.99. And where are we now? Brent's back in on Tom Petty at 58. So is Mark Robinson at 60. And Jim Anstant wants Badfinger, No Dice. I got a pristine copy of Close Encounters of the Third Kind here. Japanese press, $35 start. Ron Phillips asks, Chad, what's the price and vinyl of the Donovan? Donovan is on the Hickory label. It's EX on the vinyl, about VG Plus. EX, so yeah, it's really clean. EX is very close to us not even making notes on it. It just has a couple more scuffs than normal. Nothing you can feel and nothing really audible. $9.99 on that. Ron, it's yours if you want it. Brent says he's out, so final call on Tom Petty at $60. Dr. Birds and Mr. Hyde. EX $24.99. Dr. Birds and Mr. Hyde, another OG press. EX on the vinyl, about a VG cover on that one. Bless Its Pointed Little Head, that's Jefferson Airplane. VG Plus on that, $19.99, orange RCA label. Ron Phillips said he will take the Donovan. Sell that to Ron Phillips. Final call on Tom Petty, and I'm about to take Close Encounters off the table if nobody wants it. Crown of Creation, another Jefferson Airplane. This is an OG 1968 Rockaway press. VG Plus $24.99. VG Plus $24.99 on that. Back-to-back Jefferson Airplane. Another one. Jefferson Airplane Takes Off. A 1966 Rockaway press. A lot of this stuff came from Pennsylvania, but this was the lower grade stuff, or stuff that just wasn't pristine. Still very nice. EX $39.99 on Jefferson Airplane. And Chris Christopherson, The Silver Tongued Devil and I. VG Plus $9.99. Justin Hayward and John Lodge, Blue Jays. Those are members of the Moody Blues. $14.99. No condition notes on this one. It has the original insert with it. Yeah, that's very clean. $14.99 on that. Derek and the Dominoes, Layla, a VG copy for $14.99. Mark Robinson gets the Tom Petty for $60. Sell that to Mark Robinson. That's an absolute perfect copy. If anybody wants to buy Close Encounters, you can buy it right now. You can buy Close Encounters right now for $34.99. That's now a buy it now. No bids on that one. Extremely nice. Probably the nicest you can get. $34.99 if anybody wants that. Ron Phillips, Donovan, Chad, whatever happened to the copper-colored Whiskey Myers? Those were allocated, so not everybody got one. So if you pre-ordered it and you hadn't got one, then you're not going to get one, or we're waiting for them to come back in. And then Pam Deacons wants Chris Christopherson. And also, Debbie, I know you ask pretty often about that Samantha Fish album. They have completely deleted that Samantha Fish album out of the catalog. It never did ship. We never did get a notification. I know they postponed it, and I don't know if they're just like not going to do it or they're really pushing it back. I'm not for sure. But Samantha Fish, as of right now, it's deleted out of the catalog. So I don't know if they're even going to do that album. These were in the back, kind of close to Forrest Gump. And the other night I showed these, and we sold like 5 of them. This is a very popular album. We have sold a lot of represses of. Jane's Addiction, Ritual de lo Habitual, 30th anniversary on 2LP colored vinyl. It's on pearl colored vinyl. Jane's Addiction, they're $35.99. I thought I'd bring those up. Hadn't shown those in a while. Jane's Addiction is $35.99. AIC Dirt. Everybody that was on a waiting list has got one. Everybody has got a copy of Dirt. That reminds me of something, but I will show that later. Who is this? Tommy who? VG Plus. The Moonstone. Tommy Flanders. VG Plus, $24.99. Brian Richards says he wants a Jane's Addiction. So does Cameron Nance. I've got more. I've probably got about a dozen more if anybody else wants one. $35.99 for Jane's Addiction. There's 2 going out the door. Peter Frampton, VG Plus $14.99. Merle Haggard, Pride in What I Am. That is a VG copy for $9.99. And the Fabulous Johnny Cash, a VG copy, $14.99. The Country Music Story by Minnie Pearl, VG Plus $14.99. Willie Nelson, Red-Headed Stranger, is a VG copy, $12.99. Johnny Bond, Hot Rod Lincoln, VG Plus $14.99. Naomi needs to put back the McCartney Imagine from last night. A Living Legend, Lester Flatt and the Nashville Grass, that's EX $17.99. And Robert Plant, The Principle of Moments, VG Plus $14.99. Kathy Amos wants the Merle Haggard. Kathy Amos also wants the Johnny Cash. And Pam Dickens wants Willie Nelson, Red-Headed Stranger. Guy Goodman wants Super Session. We've already sold that. The Al Cooper, that's already been claimed. Let me go back through this crate right quick. Okay, I thought I was on the wait list from September 20 Live and Cranberries. Those should have come in too. Those should have come in too. Okay, I didn't put up new auctions. I've got a whole, I guess, was there no tagged Japanese stuff? Or did we look yet? There wasn't any. Okay. Well, I've got all kinds of Japanese stuff here. I don't officially have it tagged, but I know what we can sell it for anyway, so we'll try it anyway. Let's see. Ron Phillips on Robert Plant. That was right in here. Let me pull that right quick. Can we see if Shauna Markham has a Alice in Chains or a Cranberries on her invoice? She does have a Dirt. We have Cranberries right here next to me if you want one of those. If you want a Cranberries Greatest Hits, I have those on hand. We showed those in the night. Where the heck is Robert Plant? Let me just restart the crate, Ron, and I'll pull it when I get there. Here's a reminder of what's left. Emmylou Harris, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Tim Hardin, Mamas and Papas, Miss Aluba, the Doobie Brothers, Jefferson Starship, Emmylou Harris, John Denver, Dillard and Clark, Bob Dylan, Rolling Stones, Bee Gees, The Byrds, Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Airplane, Justin Hayward, John Lodge, Derek and the Dominoes, Tommy Flounders, Peter Frampton, The Country Music Story, Johnny Bond, Lester Flatt. Oh, there's Robert. Thank you, everybody. That's sold to Ron Phillips, Robert Plant. And if anybody wants any price in here, please let me know. Please let me know. Cameron said, I'll give 25 for the Stones. 25 for the Stones. Sell that to Cameron Nance for $25. High Tides and Green Grass. How much on Birds? Bee Gees price and condition. The Birds, Dr. Hyde, Dr. Birds and Mr. Hyde, EX on the vinyl, $24.99. I said VG earlier. This album has some, yeah, it's about a VG cover. It has some spine chipping. EX on the vinyl. OG 2i label. The Bee Gees was $12.99 EX. EX on the vinyl, $12.99. Shauna, you already have a Cranberries too on your ticket. Okay, this album has been put back 3 times. It's been put back 3 times. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to auction it for a $1 start. But not only that, whoever buys it has to take it. That's the only condition. You have to take it. $1 start auction. This is Mccartney 3 Imagine. Now, let me tell you where this came from. I ordered 3 of these on his website originally. When this album was coming out, all these different versions, it was like you never know what. Some of them, the Third Man record pressing is still like $1,000 or something. It's something crazy. So I ordered 3 of these from his website. They shipped in from the UK. And I kept one. And I sold 2 here at the store. I sold one for $50. And this one I've sold about 3 times now. I guess 4. No, I've sold it 3 times this week. The other time it wasn't paid for. So this is the 5th time I've sold this record. $1 start. I think they cost me through his website like $41 after UK shipping. They weren't cheap. This was a website exclusive for him. $1 start. Somebody's going to buy it and get a really good deal. I paid a lot for those, but if I see McCartney selling something on his website, I usually buy 2 or 3 of them. Okay, now let's see what I missed there. Next was Bee Gees. Awesome. Is Doug reading Facebook messages tonight? I don't know. He's shipping. He may or may not be able to. Cameron Nance is at 5 on Paul McCartney. How much for the Johnny Bond Hot Rod Lincoln? David, it is VG Plus, $14.99. That's on the Star Day label. Very collectible country label. VG Plus, $14.99. Let's see. Paul McCartney, 1, 8, 7, 1, 10, 8, 8, 10, 15, 15, 11, 12, 20, 20, 24. And Brian said he would give 10 for the VG Layla. Sell that to Brian Hummel for $10. Next, a extremely nice, pristine, complete copy of Toto 4. I don't even want to pull it out. It is so nice. Look at the colors. $45 start. Toto 4, Japanese pressing, near mint. $45 start on that. Jonathan Berg is at 25 on McCartney. 25 on McCartney. All right. We're going to do Hall & Oates' Greatest Hits next, as soon as one of those sell. Next, Crater Records. Let's see what I can find here. Let me move over the cart. Anybody else want anything in here or make an offer? Just let me know. I will gladly sell you stuff. As you see, I'm pretty negotiable tonight. I will be on most stuff. And if y'all are really nice, I may auction off one of the records from the new collection we just bought. Hey, that'll get some people excited. Let's go through some new vinyl right quick. I've got a whole table full here. A lot of it's new from this week. A lot of it's new from last week. $45 start on Toto 4. Has their hit song Africa. That sounds fantastic on those Japanese pressings. And Jonathan Berg has McCartney 3 Imagined for $25. That is going twice, going 3 times to Jonathan Berg. All right. One of our other best-selling soundtracks, that is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? That's a 2LP soundtrack, $39.99. I have 3 of those left, and they're out of stock. Fleetwood Mac, Tango in the Night, remastered, $29.99. Come out in 1987. You can get OGs of it, but not the easiest thing to find. The Beatles' Love, I now have 1 copy left. This was out of print for quite some time. The Beatles' Love is $54.99. I've got 1 of those left. And Fleetwood Mac Dance. We sold some damaged copies last night. These here are perfect, and just FYI, the covers of these are, I mean, I could squeeze down on this and it would crush it. So just FYI, these are very fragile covers. Fleetwood Mac The Dance, back in stock, 1997 live album. $39.99. Where's my phone at? There it is. Okay, so back up to the top. We're being nice, auction it. I'll consider it. Jared McLaughlin said he would give $9.99 for Johnny Bond. I don't know who else. I think David, actually, he just commented. David said he'll take it for $14.99. We're going to sell that to David, Jared. He asked about it earlier, and he said he would pay $14.99 for it. So is David, let's see, David Shrest? Is that how you say your name? Is he a new buyer? Yeah, David, if you're a new buyer, thank you. Please make sure you message our page. That's this page, Collectco. We will invoice you on Monday. We need a message from you with your email address and mailing address. Thank you and welcome. If you've bought from us already, I'm sorry, I don't remember, but thank you. Let's see here. Fleetwood Mac Tango in the Night. Sold to Joe Valentine. Sell Fleetwood Mac to Joe Valentine. Richard Recor. He has bid on Macca for $28. Whoever was at $25, you're now out. Richard has that for $28. How much for the cranberries? $39.99, Peter. If I can find you one, I will sell it to you. It's somewhere up here in one of these crates. They're $39.99 though. And David, I got you down for Johnny Bond. Thank you, and make sure you message our page. What's next? The Black Keys, the big come up, $31.99 for the Black Keys. I just have one of those left. And Eye to Eye, that's an album by 220 Volt, numbered from Music on Vinyl on black and gold colored vinyl, $38.99. Stevie Nicks, The Wild Heart, last copy, $29.99. And The Damned, Machine Gun Etiquette, $26.99, last copy of that. Punk Rock Halloween on orange vinyl, last copy of that, $28.99. Graham Parsons, Grievous Angel, $29.99, last copy of that. Can I get more? Yes, but that's the last one we have on stock right here. Funkadelic, $28.99. Seacrest is how it's pronounced. I can say that. David Seacrest. I'm known for butchering names, so I'm glad you have already corrected me. Madman Across the Water, Elton John, remaster, $36.99, and The Best of REM. Last copy? Yeah, last copy, $46.99. Final Call on McCartney, $28. Who was at $25, just so they know they're out? Jonathan Berg, you're out at $25 on this. I've got Rich Recor at $28. That's going twice, going three times to him. And if anybody wants to buy Toto, you can buy it right now for $44.99. We've auctioned those off recently for a lot more than that. $44.99 for Toto 4 if anybody wants one. David C. wants The Best of REM. Sell that to David C. And Ed Nelson wants the Graham Parsons. That's a highly requested album there. Jonathan Berg, you were first to Toto. Grant, you were right behind him. He beat you to it, though. Toto sold to Jonathan Berg. Tanner, $44.99. Hello, Timothy. Grant, you were second on Toto. And I'm going to go ahead and sell McCartney to Rich Recor for $28. Rich Recor gets McCartney for $28. Can you show the Punk Rock Halloween again? I can. Somebody else asked about that. Jake Rogers, Punk Rock Halloween. It's got 16 tracks. Some of the artists is Real Big Fish, The Adolescents, Anti-No Word League, 999, UK Subs, Dwarves, Walter Lore, Sylvian, and The Vibrators, and more. That's orange vinyl. I've got one copy left. I think I can still get them. They're $28.99. $28.99. Who asked about that first? Jake, that's yours if you want it. Paul Bill's next, then Dale Shannon. I still have the Beatles Love. Yes, Beatles Love is right here. That is $54.99. $54.99. By the way, if your feed ever freezes, just close out your app as fast as you can. Come back and find us. It should reset, and you should be in good shape after that. But sometimes your feed may freeze, just FYI. Paul Bill said he'll take punk rock. Dale Shannon, if you decide you want it, please let me know. I can get more, and I'm probably going to order more anyway. We've got officially 1 month. We've got officially 1 month till Halloween, and I'm going to get as many of those as I can. The Beatles Love, also sold to Jason Ivy. Next two Japanese auctions. Billy Joel, The Nylon Curtain. This is a pristine copy. Feels like it's got some extra stuff. There's the near mint disc. I've got, wow, yeah, it's got like a comic book. No, it said the superhero. I thought it was going to be like a comic book. It's just got a really cool book with it. Wow. It's Billy Joel, the superhero. It's got discography, history, really cool pictures. Billy Joel in Japan. That's included with it. Then it has the original 2-page insert. That's technically the true Japanese insert. And then it has the original inner sleeve. Wow. That is definitely, if there's any more with that, then I'm not familiar. $35 start on the nylon curtain. That's a complete near mint Japanese pressing. And here's something a lot of people have been asking about lately. A Hall & Oates Greatest Hits. Pristine Japanese pressing. Say It Isn't So, Sarah Smile, She's Gone, Rich Girl. All their hits. That's called Rock and Roll Soul Part 1. $35 start on that. It's also a near mint perfect title. Put Del Shannon down on the punk rock Halloween wait list. If you're in the mood to fix pronunciations, mine is Robley. Really? Rabley? Robley? Or are you just screwing with me? All the October, I have posted pre-orders for all of the Rocktobers. Yes, I have posted pre-orders for all of the Rocktobers. They're in our group under pinned post or featured post at the top. Cars, Talking Heads, In Excess. I've got all those on the way. Where did we get to here? I showed Funkadelic, $28.99. Elton John, $36.99. Jimi Hendrix, South Saturn Delta, $28.99. No One Sings Like You Anymore. That's Chris Cornell, $36.99. And the ultimate tribute to Quentin Tarantino, the Tarantino Experience 2LP, red and yellow colored vinyl, $39.99. Moby Play, $36.99. And the Oregon Trail, music from the Gameloft game. That's on purple vinyl, $33.99. Starship, Greatest Hits relaunched, $29.99 on Starship. And Kiss Alive 3, $44.99. It does have a little bit of a ding corner. I think that's the last one we have left. Kiss Alive 3, $44.99 on Kiss Alive 3. When those things are out of print, oh my gosh, they were like $100 and something. Jelly Roll. This is called Ballads of the Broken. Jelly Roll is $29.99. All right, let's see what's going on in the comments right quick. We've already got Del Shannon. Luke Mitchell, make sure you find all those pre-orders to claim them in our group. Cameron Nance called you a she. Yeah. I had to friend Cameron on Facebook to find out Cameron was a he. And Hall & Oates is at 40. Hall & Oates is at 35. Hall & Oates is at 41. And Paul needs to put back the Bangles from earlier. I told you Robley way back. You told me I just had to. Okay. Yeah, it's too late now. It's like Zach Biley, so it's too late. Cheap Trick at Budokan. That's the complete concert, remastered and expanded, $44.99. Classic album alert. The Who, Who's Next. That's a remaster from Music on Vinyl, $38.99. Candlebox Happy Pills, limited and numbered colored vinyl from Music on Vinyl, $49.99. Ray LaMontagne Trouble is $28.99. And The Cure, The Head on the Door by The Cure, $29.99. New album from Julian Lennon comes out today. Jude, $29.99. Spoon, Kill the Moonlight. Spoon is $36.99. And then there is the Alice Cooper. That's the other version, which is on apricot colored vinyl. Live from the AstroTurf 2015 reunion show, $46.99. Okay, update on Hall & Oates. Devin Reese is at 41 on the Hall & Oates Greatest Hits Japanese pressing. That's going twice, going 3 times. And Billy Joel, did anybody bid? I thought somebody did. Yes, no? No bid yet on Billy Joel. We're looking for a $35 start on Billy Joel. Has a book with it, insert, inner sleeve, $35 start. I'm about to pull that one. Hall & Oates is at 41. That's going once, going twice. Valente? Wow. Is Julian colored vinyl? Not to my knowledge. No hype sticker on it. Nothing to indicate that it is. Alan Jonathan wants a Kiss Alive 3. So that to Alan Jonathan. What was the Spoon album? Let's see. That was right in here. That was a new release. Spoon, Kill the Moonlight. That is a new 20th anniversary limited edition white vinyl. Street date on that is today, $36.99. Alice Cooper. Back to the Future soundtrack. Those came back in this week, $33.99. And White Zombie, Devil Music Volume 1, a restock from Music on Vinyl, $38.99. The deluxe version of Led Zeppelin 1, which is the Led Zeppelin 1 album, remastered, and then a 2 LP complete live concert from 1969. Zeppelin Prime era. That is $59.99. Scott Smith on CC. CC was... What was CC? Freddie Milford wants a White Zombie. What was Scott Smith's CC? Eric Fisher says he'll take the Spoon album. Now if I can just figure out what CC was. Kevin Kubina wants a White Zombie and a Led Zeppelin 1. CC, that's my current... Cheap Trick? No, that's CT. Scott, let me know on that. So I got one Led Zeppelin 1 left, and then I have Coda. $29.99. That is a remaster of that. Gatefold, part of the Led Zeppelin Jimmy Page remastered and produced by Jimmy Page, $29.99. Chris Cornell, that's from earlier. Thank you. Chris Cornell, sell that to Scott Smith. How much for The Who? The Who is a Music on Vinyl pressing. All the standard single disc Music on Vinyl from Holland, because they're imports, are $38.99. Really good sounding record. Anytime there's a version of that available, I listen to any version of the Who's Next. Mr. Big is supposed to be delivered on Monday, but we're only getting like 3 of them. It was pretty allocated. All right, let's go ahead and sell Devin Reese this for $41. That's Hall & Oates. Sell that to Devin Reese. And Billy Joel is now a buy it now. It's $34.99 if anybody wants it. Nylon curtain. It's got the inner sleeve, the insert, and the book. You can buy that right now for $34.99. It's going over here with Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Freddie Milford says, I'll take it. And that was the Who's Next. I'm going to go back through this crate very quickly one more time. Just some new vinyl that was laying up here. Some of them are new releases. Some of it's some stuff that we've had for 2 weeks. But they've been big sellers. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Fleetwood Mac, Tango in the Night. Fleetwood Mac, The Dance. The Black Keys, Big Come Up. 220 Volt, Eye to Eye. Stevie Nicks, Wild Heart. The Dam, Machine Gun Etiquette. Funkadelic, Self-Titled. Madman Across the Water, Elton John. Jimi Hendrix, South Saturn Delta. One Chris Cornell left, No One Sings Like You Anymore. Quentin Tarantino Experience. Moby Play. The Oregon Trail. Starship, Greatest Hits. Relaunched. Jelly Roll. Cheap Trick. Candlebox. Ray LaMontagne, Trouble. The Cure, The Head on the Door. Julian Lennon, Jude. Alice Cooper, Live from the AstroTurf. Back to the Future. White Zombie. Led Zeppelin 1 Deluxe. Coda, remastered. Do I have Funkadelic is $28.99. Any more of the Black Sabbath? They weren't 3 LP, Linda. They weren't 3 LP. They were a 2 LP. And no, I don't think I have any left. No, I don't think I have any left. I don't. If I find one, I will let you know. They may be back here in this back crate. Give me a second on that. I think they're only original post. Okay. Jamie, I will check on that, but I will, if you're watching Tuesday night, I'll let you know what happened on that. Jason Ivy wants Back to the Future. Back to the Future is right here. Scott Smith wants a candle box. That's Happy Pills, limited and numbered from Music on Vinyl. Joe Valentine wants a White Zombie and Back to the Future. I don't think, see if the soundtrack rack has any more Back to the Future. I don't think we do. So Joe Valentine or Valente, I can get you a White Zombie, but I'm going to order more Back to the Future if that's okay. Because that's the best you can do for Candlebox. Yes, everything in here is sticker price right now. Price on Moby Play. Moby Play, that's a fairly new release, August 23rd, $36.99. $36.99 is Led Zeppelin new release of the one from 2015. The copyright on the back, well, I think there's only one version. I may be wrong, but these were just pressed. These just came back in, so... wait a minute. Yeah, Luke Mitchell. Cameron Nance wants one. Candlebox is $49.99. The copyright on the back says 1982, which is when it came out. It's a Euro version made in Germany. But the only thing I can tell you is these were recently pressed, probably this year. But I'm not for sure what mastering or not. Cameron Nance wants one. Ed Nelson wants a Funkadelic. Sell that to Ed Nelson. And Joe Valentine says, put me on the wait list for Back to the Future. Okay, that was good. Anybody else want anything in here? David says he'll take the Moby. Doug's heading out. Thank you, Doug. Have a good weekend. I'll be right here selling records. David takes a Moby. Anybody else, let me know. I'm going to pull a crate of new vintage stuff, and I got to get more Japanese auctions rolling. The Starship. So yeah, Candlebox is sticker price for whoever asked. I've got one left, $49.99, and Starship Greatest Hits relaunched is $29.99. Let me see what else we got over here in our new vintage stuff. We got new vintage stuff everywhere. And then I'll go back through some new vinyl. Seems like new vinyl's a hot commodity tonight. All right. New Japanese auctions. What have I got over here? Oh, man, we got to do a crate of Christmas, too. I got a crate of Christmas stuff somewhere. Let's see. I see another Billy Joel and a Jay Giles. There we go. The Jay Giles Band, Showtime, historic live album, near mint Japanese pressing with Obi, $35 start. Billy Joel, 52nd Street. They say this one's fantastic. $35 start. I know the album is. I'm talking about the Japanese pressing of it. Complete with inner sleeve and insert, $35. So a pair of Japanese pressings back here, Jay Giles and Billy Joel, $35 starts on those. A couple announcements. I just bought a really good collection. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's right over the top of Billy Joel there. 8 crates. It's a lot of 80s hard rock and metal. There's some classic rock in there too. And what I'd like to do is just do all of that on Tuesday. One thing, I don't have any of it priced and ready. And as y'all know, I can't just start pulling stuff out because we like to clean it, inspect it, and get it ready for sale. Most of that collection, like all that stuff I just posted, Motley Crue, there's Winger in there, Faster Pussycat. There's records from the 2000s that are out of print. All that will be Tuesday night. And I'll definitely be doing some previews of that, so you'll know when to watch on Tuesday. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff on that. So I've got a couple. We may pop out over here and do some surprises just to give y'all a tease, so you'll come back Tuesday night. But we have a lot to get to before then. So, okay, what happened here? Brent Rabley wants the Billy Joe nylon curtain, $34.99. That was a no bid, so that's sold to him. $34.99 is Jay Giles colored vinyl. No, sir, that is standard black vinyl, and it's got the inner seat. It's got the Japanese insert with it. Chad, I think a new person asked for Zeppelin 1. Kevin Kubina and Kiss 1. I got those. Yeah, Kevin, I took care of Kevin. Thank you though for reminding me. Billy Joe Andrew is at $40. We're bidding on this one. Andrew Policino is at $40 on that one. Flip videos of that collection. Oh yeah, for sure. I got to get it ready, but don't worry, it's going to be for sale. Most people probably like the fact it is going to be here Tuesday night. New vintage arrivals. I really don't know where these came from, but we're about to take a look. I don't know what's in here either. The Guess Who Super Pack 2-record set. The Guess Who, $24.99. The Raiders Indian Reservation, $9.99, Indian Reservation. Paul Revere and the Raiders, Just Like Us, $9.99. REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity, $19.99, REO Speedwagon. Here They Come, Paul Revere and the Raiders, that is $12.99. Raiders Country Wine, wow, we got a bunch of Raiders albums tonight. That's in shrink wrap, $14.99. Johnny Rivers, that is a 20 Greatest Hits TV International compilation, $9.99. Johnny Rivers, L.A. Reggae, $14.99. That's in shrink wrap. Jefferson Starship, Modern Times is $19.99. And Garland Jeffries, Escape Artist. Garland Jeffries, $14.99. Los Lobos, By the Light of the Moon. Los Lobos is $14.99. Loverboy, Keep It Up in shrink wrap, $19.99. You're a Big Boy Now. That is actually a soundtrack from The Lovin' Spoonful, $14.99, and everything playing by the Lovin' Spoonful, $14.99. Andrew Pulicino has Billy Joe for $40, going twice, going 3 times. Still looking for a $35 start on Jay Giles' Showtime. Final call on that before I make it a buy it now. And then you can decide if you're going to take the risk of trying to get it first or possibly get beat out on it. Ravi Shankar's Musical Festival from India. Y'all know him? That's George Harrison. $19.99. Sharks. Sharks. I'm trying to find the name of the album. I know it's Sharks. I think it's, yeah, maybe it's just self-titled too. $14.99 on that. Ed Nelson first to Los Lobos. Sell that to Ed Nelson. We have Argent Nexus. $19.99 for Argent. And Venus and Mars. What do we have here? It's got the sticker with it. Don't see that too often. It's got the posters and sticker. This is a complete copy. $34.99. Paul McCartney, Venus and Mars. Magic Christian Music by Badfinger. Wow, this is one we don't see as often. This is in shrink wrap, and it's beautiful. That's from Pennsylvania. $34.99. Magic Christian Music. This one has the Take Me Home Till Tomorrow. Yeah, it has Come and Get It by Paul McCartney. And I also think it has, Carry On Till Tomorrow, which is another good one. That is $34.99. Fred wants BF. That was Badfinger. Sell that to Fred Wink. Let's go ahead and sell Billy Joe, 52nd Street, to Andrew Pulicino for $40. And if anybody wants to buy Jay Giles, you can buy it right now for $35. Fred got Badfinger. Scott Smith, you were next. And did I say Sharks or Shark? I said Sharks. Sharks. What's on the first Johnny Rivers? Midnight Special, Baby I Need Your Lovin', Poor Side of Town, Maybelline, Tracks My Tears, Rockin' Pneumonia, and Boogie Woogie Flu. Secret Agent Man, Under Your Spell Again, Seventh Son, Mountain of Love, Memphis, and Summer Rain. That didn't seem like 20 tracks, but I guess it was. Next on the Japanese auctions, we're going to do these as quick buy it nows. Do y'all like quick buy it nows? I've got 2 of these. They're absolutely pristine. It's the Ventures Christmas album, $24.99. $24.99. That's the Ventures Christmas album, pristine Japanese pressings with Obi, $24.99. Chad Kerfoot said, I'll take it. Kevin Kubina, he asked the tracks on it. Already sold to Chad. Johnny Rivers. Tracy Miller wants a Ventures Chris. Actually, Stacy was first. Stacy and then Brent Rabley. Stacy, then Brent Rabley. I looked down, Tracy, but there was 2 people ahead of you. $24.99 on these. That was a quick buy it now. Stacy and Brent Rabley got those. Tracy was third. I have some more Christmas records. We may bring those out next. What else is in this box? Let me jump to, I've been pulling from the back. Let me jump to the middle here. Hey, look, it's another Billy Joel and a Foreigner. Oh, this Billy Joel's a master sound. We have Foreigner 4, Japanese pressing with Obi. It is really nice. Has the insert. Beautiful. $35 start on Foreigner 4. And Billy Joel, the Nylon Curtain. Billy Joel, the Nylon Curtain. That is a master sound pressing. $45 start. What's it got in here? Exciting Photo Session number 1. Some kind of booklet. Not for sale promotional copy from CBS Sony. Exciting Photo Session Volume 1. Billy Joel, Santana, Go-Go's, Bruce Springsteen, Kenny Loggins, Neil Young, and Journey. Some kind of photo book insert that's a promo piece. There's Kenny Loggins. There's Neil Young. There's Journey and Santana. Very cool. It also has, an exciting photo calendar from 1983. Another Volume 2. There's Bruce. There's Billy. And there's the Japanese insert. That's pristine in shrink wrap, and you get 2 promotional books with it. $45 start. $45 start. Master Sound is just a better, it's like a high-quality pressing they released over in Japan. I don't really call it MoFi, but their stuff's already good. That's even better. We have a $35 bid on Foreigner. Updating my Facebook helped. Yeah, if anybody's feed is freezing, there's 2 quick announcements I didn't make. If you're watching at any time and your Facebook feed freezes, just automatically close out of your app and restart. But the reason it's freezing is your software may not be up to date. So you need to update your Facebook app. Make sure your phone software, you know, if you have an iPhone, you can go to your settings and update your software. Facebook app changes all the time. And the way they code everything, it's got to be able to work with all the current software. It's always changing. So you make sure you always got to be up to date. 40 on Foreigner, looking for a $45 start on that Billy Joel. Python Lee Jackson, In a Broken Dream, that is $29.99. Second Wind, Brian Auger's Oblivion Express, $24.99. Sunfighter, Paul Cantor and Grace Slick, that has the poster with it, $24.99. The Worst of Jefferson Airplane, which is their greatest hits. I always like to make that clear, $24.99. War, Deliver the Word, is $29.99. And 25 Greatest Instrumental Hits by the Challengers. That is $29.99. Grant Peltzer's at 40 on Foreigner. Keith Williams is back in at 45. Albin Dubois, Cat Mother. A lot of Cat Mother in that collection from Pennsylvania. $29.99. In Hearing of Atomic Rooster. Very cool. $29.99 for Atomic Rooster. Butterfly Electric label. Very clean. Bird Maniacs by the Byrds. $19.99. The Byrds Farther Along, that's in shrink wrap, $19.99. And $1 million worth of Twanged, Duane Eddy, $14.99. Twanged, a country song, Duane Eddy, is $9.99. Duane Eddy, Dance with the Guitar Man, is $9.99. And Our Message to the People, Roots of Rock and Roll, that's in shrink wrap, $14.99. Keith Williams has Foreigner for $45, going twice, going three times. If anybody wants to buy Billy Joel, you can buy Billy the Master Sound Pressing with all the extras. That is $45. Buy it now. $24.99 on the Ventures Christmas. Harper's Bazaar, Anything Gold, Anything Goes in shrink wrap, $19.99. And Jerry Lee Lewis, self-titled, that is $9.99. Rita Coolidge, Fall into Spring, that's another earlier one of hers, $9.99. And JFK Memorial Album, $9.99. 10 Years After, What? W-A-T-T. That's a German pressing with poster. German pressing with poster, $29.99. Brent Rabley says, can I get a Duane Eddy bundle? 1, 2, 3. $24 for all three of them. That's $8 a piece. How can you say no? First Cat Mother is produced by Jimi. Wow, Jimi Hendrix. Brent Rabley, I'll take Billy Joe if I can put the other one back. All right, sell him. Oh, that is the nylon curtain, yeah. So yeah, he bought a copy earlier. He would rather have this one for $45 and please put the other one back, which was $35. What's on the Roots of Rock and Roll? Roots of Rock and Roll. Some of the artists include, wow, is all these artists on here? Oh my gosh. So this is, this looks like late 50s, early 60s rock, or, you know, that era of music. Cleftones, the Crystals, the Dale Vikings, Bo Diddleys, the Elegance, the Emotions, the Jive Five. Or I'm trying to figure out the largest recording session. I think all these people are together with very special guest James Brown. So all these artists are together doing this recording session, which is actually just a 12-inch single. Yeah, this is just a 12-inch single. Our Message to the People for Children, Roots of Rock and Roll Ensemble, Against Famine with Mr. James Brown. So yeah, this is like some kind of like We Are the World type deal. Yeah, $14.99. Scott Smith wants TYA. TYA was 10 Years After. Sell that to Scott Smith. We're going to go ahead and sell Foreigner 4. That's $45 for Foreigner 4 to Keith Williams. Keith, you get Foreigner 4 for $45. Brent Rabley takes the Duane Eddy bundle, 3 for $24. Neil Young, American Stars and Bars, is $34.99. And Neil Young Trans is $19.99. Neil Young Trans, $19.99. Ron Wood, Give Me Some Neck, $19.99 for Ron Wood. And the Cretones, Thin Red Line in shrink wrap, $9.99. What do we have here? A Psychedelic Furs picture disc. It's an interview, 1999, Psychedelic Furs. Is that full of tribute songs for JFK? No, most of these JFK albums are him speaking. Highlights of speeches. If anytime you see one of these or most of these, it's clips, you know, his inaugural address when he's speaking about, when he's speaking at American University about going to the moon. That's usually what's on all those. Brent Rabley wants the Psychedelic Furs picture disc. All right, new auctions and new crate. Let's see what we got over here. There's a Toto. We love Toto. There's a Culture Club and a Paul McCartney. Let's do Paul McCartney and Culture Club. And then I'll go back through this crate. I got to recap it first. Pipes of Peace, near mint vinyl. It has a few aging spots on the cover. It's got the Japanese insert. Paul McCartney Pipes of Peace, $35 start. $35 start. Paul McCartney Pipes of Peace. Culture Club, Color by Numbers. Culture Club, Color by Numbers. A very nice copy. Very nice copy. Near mint. Culture Club, Color by Numbers. With Obi. Also a $35 start on that. Can't believe the stuff they put on vinyl. After he passed away in '63, I'd say most American households had some kind of JFK album in their house. They were everywhere, and it was very popular. That's why we have stacks and stacks of these. About, I'd say most American households in the '60s bought or had a copy of something like that. It was the only way you could listen to stuff. It was the only way you could listen to it. There was no YouTube. One more time on this crate. The Guess Who, the Raiders, Paul Revere and the Raiders, REO Speedwagon still available, Paul Revere and the Raiders, Raiders, Johnny Rivers, Jefferson Starship, Garland Jeffries, Loverboy, Love and Spoonful, Ravi Shankar. I might actually keep that if no one buys it. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out before it gets lost. Sharks, Argent Nexus, a complete copy of Venus and Mars. Python Lee Jackson, Second Wind, Brian Auger's Oblivion Express. Sunfighter, Paul Cantor and Grace Slick. The Worst of Jefferson Airplane. We had War, The Challengers, Cat Mother, In Hearing of Atomic Rooster, The Birds, Our Message to the People, Harper's Bazaar, Jerry Lee Lewis, Rita Coolidge, JFK, Neil Young, Ron Wood, and the Cretones. $35 starts on those two back there if anybody's interested. I'm going to lay this crate right here. Did y'all just hear my neck pop? Sorry if that was disturbing. Let's see. Y'all want to go through this one back here? Let's go through this one back here. There's the nylon curtain that was put back. It's a very nice. This one has some kind of. This has some kind of insert with it too. Yeah, this was the one that was complete as well. Has insert inner sleeve, and that also has a book on it, and that was $35 if anybody wants it. All right, let me put this back here. Let's see what we got here. The Black Keys Turn Blue. The Black Keys Turn Blue, $31.99. Panic at the Disco, Viva Las Vengeance. That's on limited edition coral vinyl, fairly new release, $29.99. Thick as a Brick. This is a half-speed master. It's a replica of the original newspaper cover, just like the OG. $31.99 on Thick as a Brick. Stranger Things soundtrack. Seasons 1 and 2. This is the actual music from Stranger Things. We've got 3 copies available. $29.99. Jerry Nichols, I'm about to end Culture Club. No one's bid on it. It's $34.99 if you want it. If Jerry passes, anybody else can buy it. And if anybody wants Pipes of Peace by Paul McCartney, same thing. $34.99 if anybody wants that. $34.99. Let's see here. Aha, here we go. We can turn up the volume a little bit. Aram Lazelle wants Paul McCartney. Sell that to him for $34.99. Japanese pressing of that. Boston. Oh my gosh. Boston, self-titled, Japanese pressing. I think this is on a couple people's wish list. $55 start. Boston, self-titled, pristine Japanese pressing. And we have a copy of the Eagles, Hotel California. We've had one. We had one earlier this week too. It has the original insert and poster. That's a $55 start. $55 start on Hotel California. These are great pressings. The guitar solo in Hotel California really stands out in those Japanese pressings. I've listened to it a couple times. We get them in quite often. The Doors, remastered, $29.99. Cradle of Filth, Bittersweets to Scuba, maybe, $33.99. Rogue One, this is actually my favorite Star Wars film, $28.99, a Star Wars story, Rogue One. Just excellent storyline, how it ties right back into the original movie, right up until the end. It's amazing. And then this guy right here, his series just dropped on Hulu or Disney Plus. I got to watch that. Keith Williams Wants the Doors. Keith Williams Wants the Doors. Usually during the winter, I go back and I rewatch all the series stuff. Like at some point, I'll start and I'll go back through and I'll watch all the Star Wars stuff again. Everything. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and then all the side films. Keith Williams on The Doors. Mike, do we have another copy of The Doors anywhere? Can we check the ABCs, please? Mike, I'm sold out of The Doors. I'm going to look for another copy. If I can't find one, I will order you one. Mccartney was $34.99. Venom, it's in Latin. I can't read it. $34.99. Venom's $34.99. Jack Russell's Great White on silver vinyl, $28.99. That is a tribute to Led Zeppelin, Volume 2. Whole Lot of Love, Good Times, Bad Times, Misty Mountain Hop, Dancing Days, Houses of the Holy, Kashmir, Trampled Underfoot, Heartbreaker, and Communication Breakdown. Great stuff, $28.99. Jonathan Berg takes Culture Club. Bill's watching Return of the Jedi right now. A classic. I've got two fantastic records back here. Rock Staples, Hotel California, and Boston's first album. Do y'all realize the track list on Boston's first album? More Than a Feeling, Peace of Mind, Foreplay, and Long Time. What a great way to introduce yourself to the world. B-side is Rock and Roll Band Smokin', Hitch a Ride, a fantastic song. Something About You and Let Me Take You Home Tonight. There's the lyrics. $55 start. There's Hotel California. Of course, we know about that. It's one of the best-selling albums of all time, and so is Boston. Fred takes a Great White. Fred Wink wants Great White, so to Fred. Let me bring this over here. German, Elend Klein Nachtmusik. It sounds like night music, but I'm not for sure. Roger Waters, Us and Them, 2 LP or triple LP? 3 LPs, a live Roger Waters. That's from his last tour, $59.99. Great stuff. He does songs from Animals. Bob Dylan and the Grateful Dead, $39.99. Dylan and the Dead. What a tour. Wouldn't you like to go back in time and see that? $39.99. $39.99. The Church, Starfish. I listened to this the other night. I didn't listen to this version, but I listened to it streaming while I was driving home. The Church, Starfish, $38.99. Genesis. This is actually a half-speed master. For some reason, they don't put the hype sticker on these, but this is an Abbey Road half-speed master of the first Genesis, or not the first, but the self-titled Genesis album, $44.99. We're looking for a $55 start on Hotel California. Steve said it translates to a little night music. I don't have any Bad Bunny. No, I don't have any of that. Kevin Kubina said Dylan and Dead. Dylan and Dead. And so does Roy Evans. $39.99 on those. $39.99 on those. Church Starfish. We've got Genesis. $44.99. I've already showed that. Slipknot. We Are Not Your Kind. $36.99. Slipknot. We Are Not Your Kind. And Candlemass Nightfall. Candlemass Nightfall. $33.99. I've got 2 of those. A random Pink Floyd medal. $33.99. This is Methods of Mayhem, the debut album from Tommy Lee and T-Lo. Guest performances by Snoop Dogg, George Clinton, Little Kim, $38.99. Music on vinyl, $38.99. We got 2 Dylans and Dead sold. Kevin Kubina also wants a Slipknot, We Are Not Your Kind. Sell that to Kevin. I've got 1 left. All right. I've got a feeling these are going to sell as a buy it now price. Boston, a flat 55, and so is Eagles. And I've sold 2 or 3 of these already this week for that price. $55, your pick. First come, first serve, Boston or Eagles. $55 on that. Let's see here. Elvis Costello, Mighty Like a Rose, is $38.99. What was Half Speed? Half Speed Master was Genesis self-titled. Really good album. $44.99 on that. Ennio Morricone, Themes Collected. This is the Passion. Spot gloss on the lips. This is a Ennio Morricone, famous film composer. A collection from his passionate, how do they describe it? Well, it's 1,500 copies on passionate red and white marbled vinyl. But, you know, I guess it's more of his, I don't know what genre you call that. I guess drama films. The Best of Country. This is American Epic from Third Man Records. Early country, rare country tracks, $28.99. Elton John Love Songs. Elton John Love Songs, $54.99. 2LP remaster. Ministry. Live at Necromonicon, $39.99, double splatter vinyl. And we also have the Munsters, the newest teenage singing group, the Munsters. And that is my last copy on limited edition pumpkin orange black splatter vinyl, $29.99. Genesis and Phil Collins sold their catalog yesterday for $300 million. Also includes Mike Mechanics, does not include MP. Wow, $300 million. You'll be seeing a lot of those now in movies and different places. Most of Genesis stuff's repressed. They need to repress Phil Collins' greatest hits. But you can get most Genesis albums pretty easily on new vinyl. The Captain and the Kid, Elton John, is $41.99. Brandon Jackson wants a Ministry. Sell that to Brandon Jackson. I now have 1 left. Peter Policino, the Genesis, was $44.99. Let me grab a couple new auctions out of here. Let's see here. Let's see. What do we got here? Aha. All right. Does the Roadhouse movie have a soundtrack on vinyl? If they do, it's not available. But I'm not real for sure. Not Ranger. How about Night Ranger? I said that like it was German. Night Ranger, Dawn Patrol, pristine Japanese pressing, $35 start on Night Ranger, Dawn Patrol. A lot of people's usually asking for that one, and look how cool this is. A Japanese pressing, absolutely pristine, of Saturday Night Fever. Saturday Night Fever, $34.99 on Culture Club. Saturday Night Fever, $35 starts on those. Chad and Company, I've been MIA for over a week. I'm ready back. Yeah, we've been wondering where you're at. I figured you were doing real estate stuff. The Eagle, Sayonara Japan, $44.99. How much was the Morricone? Morricone Themes Collected is $44.99. There's a whole series of these. I think I have some others, but that's the only one I have right there. Is that my second Munsters? No, I've got 2 Munsters. No one needs that. Halloween's right around the corner. Elvis, Worldwide 50 Gold Hits Volume 1. That is a 4LP box set from Music on Vinyl, $124.99. Madonna, that's a fairly new album. That's her all of her number 1 hits remixed, $39.99. Radiohead, OK Computer, is $46.99. Rick Astley, y'all just got rickrolled. Never Gonna Give You Up. The name of the album is Whenever You Need Somebody. Those are $33.99. And there's another Madonna. Those are $39.99. So, recap. All new vinyl in here. Black Keys, Panic at the Disco, Jethro Tull, Stranger Things, Cradle of Filth, Star Wars, Venom, Roger Waters, The Church, Genesis, Slipknot, Candlemass, Pink Floyd, Methods of Mayhem, Elvis Costello, American Epic Country, Elton John, Ministry. Kevin Kubina also wants a Slipknot. I think did we already pull one for him? Yeah, Kevin, do you want two of these? I've already got one for you. Let me know if you want another. The Munsters, Elton John, the Eagles, Ennio Morricone, Elvis Presley box, Madonna, Radiohead, and Rick Astley. I froze. Yeah, I've already got you one. We had 2 copies in here. We've already got you one pulled. The Munsters, Keith Williams. The Munsters is, it's none of the cast sing it. It's like just music. I don't know actually who the artists are, but it's not actually the people. But yeah, Munster Creep vocal group. Frankenstein had a hot rod car. $1.98 king size voodoo kit. Vampire Vamp. Herman's Place. It's just like songs maybe that was featured on the show. I don't remember a lot of music on there, but maybe every once in a while. It's more like just a kind of like, I don't know, impulsive or might be like I'm not really for sure. The Slipknot, it's more like a collectible than anything. Slipknot is $36.99. Slipknot is $36.99. I guess you could say this is all collectible. How much was, I missed some comments. How much was the church? Let's see. The church was $38.99, Ron. Music on vinyl, $38.99. And Slipknot, the last one here, is $36.99. We are not your kind. $36.99, Matt. All right, I'm going to move this back here. If anybody wants these Japanese pressings, they're $34.99. Night Ranger or Saturday Night Fever. You can buy them right now. Night Ranger or Saturday Night Fever. $34.99. Let me grab a new crate. John asked about Pennsylvania collection. Yeah, we showed some tonight. We had a Badfinger just a minute ago. Magic Christian Music. Near Mint and Shrink Wrap. Near Mint and Shrink Wrap. It was a Magic Christian Music. Let me do, Tracy, if you're watching, let me do one more crate of vintage here. Let me do one more crate of vintage, and then I'm going to bring out some Christmas records. Jonathan Berg takes the Saturday Night Fever for $34.99. Sell that to Jonathan Berg. And Matt said he will take one of the Slipknots. Sell that to Matt Algram. Mike, I've already sold Saturday Night Fever. Jonathan Berg was first. Magic Christian Sale, yeah. I went through one crate, but yeah, we still got, we had a couple Birds albums in that last crate in shrink wrap. They're later Birds albums, but they were pristine. Surprised no one's bought those. So I don't know what this stuff is here. We're about to find out, though. Pat Benatar in the Heat of the Night, $14.99 for Pat Benatar. BG's Rare, Precious, and Beautiful is $19.99. That's in shrink wrap. The Doobie Brothers, Captain and Me, is $14.99. Country Joe McDonald, starring in Hold On, It's Coming, $19.99. Lydia Code Blood, $24.99 for Lydia. Billy Cobham, Inner Conflicts, is $14.99. And Pro Use Direct Cutting Series, Emergency Count Buffaloes. Wow. This is a 1976 Japanese pressing, $49.99. Dakota wants the Doobie Brothers. Let me see here. Yeah, Magic Christian Soul. Tracy said thumbs up to Christmas. Faster Pussycat. I'm glad you asked. All that stuff we just bought, I'm going to try to show and showcase all of that Tuesday night. Tuesday night. It's going to be a heck of a hot picture. It's right here. Can y'all see back over here in the corner, those green and black crates? 8 crates we just bought about 30 minutes before we went live. We're going to show that entire collection Tuesday night. It'll be advertised, lots of videos, hot pictures. Y'all know the drill. Tuesday night. I said I may slip in one thing tonight, maybe 2. I don't know. Mike says he'll take the BGs. That was from the Pennsylvania. If you see something in Pennsylvania with a price tag on it, if you see a record in shrink wrap with a price tag, it probably came from Pennsylvania collection. And the Birds. Yes, I'll show those Birds albums in just a second. Jefferson Airplane Takes Off. Another 1966 Rockaway press. This one is no condition notes. $39.99. Jefferson Airplane Takes Off. $39.99. Jefferson Airplane Bark. $19.99. And we have Jefferson Airplane, After Bathing at Baxter's, a 1967 Rockaway press. Wow, we got multiple nice OG Jefferson Airplanes tonight. $29.99 on that. Jefferson Airplane Flight Log, which is like a greatest hits, $29.99. $29.99. That's a 2LP. Argent. Wow, what's going on here? Argent Nexus. This is a UK pressing. That's why the cover's different. Yeah, $24.99. Argent Nexus alternate cover from the UK. $24.99. The Notorious Bird Brothers. $29.99. Here we go. In shrink wrap. Very nice. Very nice. I don't know what the original label on that is. Frigid Pink just got exposed, so let me go ahead and show it. Frigid Pink is $39.99. Frigid Pink is $39.99. Wow, what a nice copy. A little bit of shelf wear or a little bit of ring wear right there. About a VG Plus cover. Original Parrot label. John Young Wants the Birds. That was extremely nice. David's album, Joan Baez, is $9.99. He says he's going to pass. Yeah, I thought it was going to be. I got kind of disappointed too. I was like, nope, wrong label. Grand Funk Survival, $19.99. Grand Funk Survival, and Rod Stewart, Every Picture Tells a Story. Has some tape on the cover. Classic album, $19.99. And Rita Coolidge. We've had some early Rita Coolidge albums. That one's $9.99. Jefferson Airplane Bundle. I think we got, or do you want, is that technically Airplane too? I guess so, yeah. Let's do all four of these here. It's Hotel California Original Press. It is a Japanese, I don't know if it's an original Japanese press. I can give you the numbers on it though. Brent, let's see, 25, 25, 15. This is going to be $20 off, which is 35, 40, 50. 55, 65, 75, 80. That's an even $100. $20 off. Some nice, especially that one there, and definitely that one there. 100. Savoy Brown Jack to Toe, $24.99. My knowledge on these Japanese pressings only goes so far without having to do catalog research. I know there's two Obies. There's a blue one and there's a green one. And this one is, it's near mint. It's got the poster, but the catalog number is P-10221Y. 10221Y. And I know there's two different Obies on that one, so how about 75 minus bark? Let's see here. 25, 25, 50, $80 minus bark. $80 minus bark. $80 minus bark. And Jared McLaughlin wants Rita Coolidge. Yeah, I stopped putting up Japanese records because no one was bidding. I can't sell them if nobody's bidding. Savoy Brown, Rock and Roll Warriors, $19.99. He said sold, $80 for those. Peter Sardest, where do you want to go, my lovely? $9.99. The Best of the Cow Seals, $14.99. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. That's $29.99. Pat Benatar, Get Nervous. Hey, look at that. In shrink wrap with hop sticker and price tag. $14.99. That's from Pennsylvania. The Cow Seals in Concert with hop sticker includes the smash hit Hair, $12.99, and Gary Glitter. Gary Glitter's $24.99. Do y'all ever sell any Stones boots? That's one of those deals where we do whenever we get them in. So it just depends on what we have coming in collections. So yes, but you just have to kind of watch, and you never know what's going to come up. There could literally be one in this crate, Carol, and I would have no idea. Best of the Bee Gees Volume 2, $19.99. The Members, $19.99. It says at what? At the Chelsea nightclub. The Members, $19.99. So Daniel Cody saying he believes the blue Obi is the OG. I think there is too, but I don't know. Another Pat Benatar in shrink wrap, Precious Time, $19.99. That's 3 now in here, all in shrink wrap. Blood Rock, wow, what a wild cover. Blood Rock USA at Last, $19.99. Blood Rock USA, $19.99. Peter said he would give $50 for Hotel California. I don't want to, but I'm going to. Sell that to Peter for $50. Mike Vandergist takes the BGs. Where was that? Best of the VGs. On Hotel California, the wide blue Obi is the first press and the green Obi is the reissue. Okay. I guess that's what we're talking about there. Peter, you got that for $50, and Mike gets the BGs. Frigid Pink for $25. 35. Lee Michaels, Barrel. Lee Michaels, $24.99. The Blow Monkeys, Animal Magic, is $14.99. The BG's Main Course, $9.99. I do have some Japanese stuff from the other night we hadn't really got to re-show again. Let's see. Boston, Third Stage. Hadn't seen one of those in a while. $34.99. R. Moselle said sold. That's $35 on Frigid Pink. Ed Nelson said he will take the Lee Michaels. His stuff's been selling pretty regularly lately. Cry Like a Baby, the box tops, $19.99. Pat Benatar, Crimes of Passion, $14.99. Barry McGuire, The Eve of Destruction, $19.99 for Barry. Argent Ring of Hands. Now that's one I don't see too often. $19.99. The Birds is $24.99. Julian Lennon, Valet, $9.99. John Lennon, Double Fantasy, $19.99. Jim Queskin, The Jug Band. That is $19.99 on Vanguard. About a VG cover on that one. The Last Words is $19.99. The Last Words, $19.99. We have Hickory Wind at the Wednesday Night Waltz, $14.99. There are people and there are people. Okay, $14.99. There are people and there are people, $14.99. The latest Bjork, we showed that Wednesday night, Yvette. We showed that Wednesday night. If you want one, I can order one for you. It's already came and gone. What the heck is this? A little bit of light relief, a rock sampler. A little bit of rock relief. This is Dixie Dregs, Girl School, Stampede, Johnny Van Zant, Samson, Atomic Rooster, Motorhead, Cozy Pal, Pat Travers Band, A2Z, and Beanie Mardones. $19.99. Some kind of hard rock sampler there. All right, let's go back through this crate right quick. We have the following still available. Pat Benatar, Country Joe McDonald, Lydia, Cold Blood, Billy Cobham, Emergency, Count Buffaloes, Argent, and David's album. Jared McLaughlin said $9.99 on Barry McGuire. Jared, I'll take $14.99 for that. Opportunities knocking. Mike Vandergist wants Hickory Wind. Sell that to Mike Vandergist. And Brian Richards, next is Alan Johnson on the sampler. Had a glitch that HC said. Yes, Hotel California sold. I sold it to Peter. The Birds, Grand Funk, Rod Stewart, Savoy Brown, Jefferson Airplane, Savoy Brown, Peter Sardet, not for sure on that one. Best of the Cal Seals, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Pat Benatar, that's a perfect copy. Cal Seals, Gary Glitter, The Members, Pat Benatar, Blood Rock, The Blow Monkeys, The Bee Gees, Boston, The Box Tops, Pat Benatar, Argent, The Birds. Rod Stewart, Every Picture Tells a Story. James, it's $19.99. It's an OG. It does have some tape on the cover. I'm going to call that an automatic VG on the cover. Julian Lennon, John Lennon, the John Queskin, and there are people, and there are people. He says he'll take the Rod Stewart. Love that album. Every picture tells a story. Eddie Bruce says he's interested in a Pat Benatar bundle. Froze up frigid pink for 30. I've already sold it for 35, Luke. I've already sold it for 35. Jared said he'll take Barry McGuire for 15. $14.99 on Barry McGuire to Jared McLaughlin. What's on Blood Rock? And what was next? Pat Benatar. There's one. Let's get them all together here. Let's see. There's two. I think there was four, right? There's three. There's one more. Then I'll get back to all the other comments. Let's see. I'll do 15 on that and 12 on these. 12, 24, 36, 36, and 15, 41, 51. Did I do that right? 12, 24, 36, 41, 50. We'll call it $50. So this one is near mint. It's perfect. That one's near mint shrink wrap of hype sticker. Near mint shrink wrap and hype sticker. And this one is also near mint, no shrink wrap, no hype sticker. But those are all near mint. Those are exceptionally nice there. Precious time and get nervous. $50 for those three. Sticker adds up to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65. So that's $15 off. Next was Wayne Titsworth, What's on Blood Rock? It's a Sad World. Don't Eat the Children. Promises. Crazy About You, Babe. Hangman's Dance. American Burn. Rock and Roll Candyman. Something, I can't read it. And Magic Man. I've got $19.99 on that. Brent offered $10.99. Right now it's pending to Wayne. And Pime is amazing cover page books. Boston. The Boston over let's see. I guess you're talking about this one. I was about to show you the Japanese press of the first album. This one here, As Most, it's a notched cover. Original inner sleeve, which I don't think fits the way we normally put them. Yeah, it does. It looks like it's brand new. Third stage. Eddie says he passes. Does anybody want the Pat Benatar lot for 50? Nice stuff there. Those are top upgrades, unless you get the other ones in shrink wrap. 50 for those four. And there's Boston Blood Rock. I'm going to set that crate over here pretty handy, but I'm going to go ahead and get another one. Where's the stuff I brought? Is that the Christmas stuff there? In the red? Or this one? Yeah, let's do that. Let me set this. Yeah. All righty. Merry Christmas, everybody. Brent Rabley wants the Pat Benatar lot. That's these 1, 2, 3, 4 to Brent Rabley for 50. Wayne said he would give $12.99 for Blood Rock. Brent offered $10.99. I guess we'll sell that to Wayne for $12.99. And Calvin said, I'll take the Pat Benatar lot. Already sold to Brent. He was first on my feed there. Donnie Haney said he'll give $25 for Boston. I will split that with you for $30, Donnie. I've done a lot of splits tonight. I did a split when I was negotiating these records earlier I bought. Slip in one surprise auction. Let me go over here and see what I've got that I posted pictures of already. Let's see here. Well, this one here, I think it would cause chaos if I put this up. One second. I've actually got something back here. I'm flipping very quickly. I don't know if I can find it. Lost 2 docking records back here in one of these bins. But I ran across 2 docking records in the back in one of those bins, but I don't know where it is. Let's see here. Saturday night show. No Saturday night show. No show tomorrow. This is the last show of the week. Donnie Haney said he'll take the Boston for 30. All right. This is going to be chaos enough. I don't need to be running any auctions. These are Christmas records, okay? The last time we had singles or we had duplicates, like we'd have 7 Elvis albums, we had 5 Chet Atkins. These are all individually, you know, different kind of stuff, okay? I've already showed this. I have one left. That's a sealed George Strait Christmas album. OG, $49.99. I don't even have that price, but that was the last one I had left from the other night. Christmas with the Everly Brothers, $14.99. We're going to go through these. I have a feeling a lot of them's going to sell. Robert Goulet, This Christmas I Spend With You, $9.99. The Osmond Brothers, We Sing You a Merry Christmas, $9.99. The Christmas Spirit with Johnny Cash, $19.99. 2i, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. That's The Temptations, Diana Ross, Jackson 5, Stevie Wonder, Diana Ross, Jackson 5, Temptations, Stevie Wonder, Smokey Robinson, $14.99. Rockin' Little Christmas, Brenda Lee, Chuck Berry, Moonglows, Bobby Helms, Safaris, Dottie Stevens, The Enchanters. That is $19.99. Brent Rabley first to JC. Tracy Miller was next, then Joseph Snow, then Cameron Nance. Rotary Connection, Peace. The Rotary Connection's Christmas album, $29.99. That's not easy to find. Golden Archive Series, Christmas Classics. Christmas Classics, $19.99. Nat King Cole, The Magic of Christmas with Children, $9.99. A Jolly Christmas from Frank Sinatra. That's actually a new pressing from 2014, $14.99. Joseph Snow says he wants Christmas Classics. Sell that to Joseph Snow. So Johnny Cash went to Brent, Tracy Joseph Cameron, and Joseph Snow was first to Nat King Cole. Cameron Nance was first to Frank Sinatra. Cameron Nance was first to Frank Sinatra. Brent, you were second. Blue Christmas with Ernest Tubb. That is $9.99. Jake Rogers, you were third to Sinatra. Do They Know It's Christmas is $19.99. Do They Know It's Christmas? Christmas with Johnny Mathis is $9.99. Randy Travis, An Old Timey Christmas, $29.99. A Cabbage Patch Christmas, $19.99. Christmas with Ronnie Millsap, $9.99. The Little Drummer Boy, Harry Simone Corkle, $9.99. And Someday at Christmas, oh man, a classic. Stevie Wonder, What Christmas Means to Me, that's one of my favorites. $19.99. Frosty the Snowman is $19.99. And Lou Rawls, Merry Christmas, Ho, Ho, Ho. Joseph Snow, you have Doc and Breaking the Chains. Yes, I do. Joseph Snow wants Randy Travis. Sell that to Joseph Snow. Brent Rabley, you were second. Jay Parr first on the Ronnie Millsap. Tracy Miller first to Stevie Wonder. Tracy Miller first to Stevie Wonder. Calvin, you were second. Then Cameron. Then Andy Lewis. And Brent Rabley wants Frosty the Snowman. Frosty the Snowman. Lou Rawls, I already showed that one. Winter Wonderland. That looks like Burl Ives on the front. This has actually got all kinds of stuff on it. It's also on green and red vinyl. Green and red vinyl from 1988. Doc and breaking price. Well, first, I've got an OG we're going to sell Tuesday night. We may have a new pressing. Can we check the D's for docking, breaking the chains? I think I have a new pressing of that in stock. This is a Jim Croce promo-only Christmas sampler. When you stop and think about it, it isn't a Jim Croce Christmas this year. Songs that he wrote and sang that you may want to make part of your holiday programming. I think this was released after he passed away, 1999, Jim Croce. The Temptations Christmas card, not easy to get. $29.99, that's a white label promo, the Temptations Christmas card. Happy Holidays is $9.99, and Merle Haggard Christmas Present, $19.99. That's in shrink wrap. What was the Osmond Brothers? The Osmond Brothers was We Sing You a Merry Christmas featuring the Little Drummer Boy hype sticker. $9.99. Jason Kenton on JC. That was the Jim Croce, and Brent Rabley wants the Temptations Christmas card. What's on Wonderland? This one right here, Winter Wonderland. Jeff Lorber, good question. What's going on here? Let's see here. Is these the artist? Yeah. Jeff Lorber, good question. Cold Chill and Juice Crew, Traveling Wilburys, Gardner Cole, James Ingram, Apollonia, Secret Weapon, Daniel Lanos, Mark O'Connor, Jim Horn, Pee Wee Herman, Tommy Page, Santa's Harley, that's ZZ Top. ZZ Top. The Bullet Boys, Jesse Ed Davis, REM, Los Lobos, Hugo Largo, Lou Reed, Daniel Dax, Throwing Muses, Afra Haza, Honeymoon Suite, Julie Brown, Peter Cetera, Randy Travis, Pee Wee Herman, and Santa's Jet. That's $24.99. That's called Winter Wonderland. Barbara Mandrell, Christmas at Our House, $9.99. Bing Crosby, Christmas Classics. Bing Crosby, $9.99. A Time to Be Jolly, Bing Crosby, $9.99. An Old Fashioned Christmas. Wow, I've never seen that cover. $14.99. An Austin Rhythm and Blues Christmas. Fabulous Thunderbirds, Paul Ray, Sarah Brown, $19.99. Johnny Mathis. Johnny Mathis is $9.99. Christmas Country Style, that has Johnny Cash, Anita O'Brien, Jimmy Dean, Tammy Wynette, and others, $9.99. Christmas Wonderland with Burt Kampfert, $9.99. Rainbow Bright Christmas, $19.99. A Country Christmas. A Country Christmas is $14.99. And Manaheim Steamroller Christmas. Manaheim Steamroller, $14.99. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Tracy, let me know if you want Winter Wonderland. If you don't, Boontar Jones is going to get it. Jay Parr was first on the Carpenters. And Brent Rabley first on Manaheim Steamroller. The Osmond Christmas Album, $19.99. Tracy passes on Wonderland, so give that to Boontar Jones. Holiday Greetings from the Epic Portrait. This is really cool, actually. $19.99. So it's like side 2, the first track is Ozzy Osbourne. And it's like, hey, this is Ozzy Osbourne. Merry Christmas. That's what this whole album is. Ozzy's on here. Greg Allman, Gloria Estefan, Fabulous Thunderbird. It's like little 7 and 12-second clippings of these people saying Merry Christmas. $19.99. Holiday Greetings. David Seacrest, I got it that time. David Seacrest said he'll take Burt Kampfert. Jonathan Berg, all these are sticker price right now. Christmas records are hot commodities here in the store when I put these out in the store for people to shop. These are all going to be sticker price for right now. Brent Rabley on Epic. Is this right here? Holidays Greetings from the Epic. I guess so. Sell that to Brent Rabley. I don't think there was anything else with the word epic. No one's bought Country Christmas yet. Alabama, Razzie Bailey, Charlie Pride, Willie Nelson. Buck Owens and his Buckaroos Christmas Shopping, $9.99. Merry Christmas, the Supremes. Another one. Very nice. $14.99. A Very Special Christmas. Oh my gosh. How many people ask for this every year? $24.99. A Very Special Christmas. $24.99. Brent Rabley wants Buck Owens. Merry Christmas Songs from Walt Disney Studios, 29 all-time favorites, $29.99. Brent also wants the Supremes. Thomas Steyer, first to A Very Special Christmas. Tom Steyer, first to that one. Tracy Miller, you were next. An adaptations of Dickens' Christmas Carol from the Walt Disney Players. That's a Disneyland record, $19.99. Joseph Snow, you were first to the Merry Christmas Mickey Mouse. Dickens' Christmas Carol is still available. So here's what I'm going to do. That was pretty fast. Joseph, you can have dibs on this one too. If you pass, then I'll ask Brent if he wants it. And then Joseph Snow put Mickey. So Joseph, just to confirm, you want that one too. That was pretty fast showing those, so you kind of have dibs on either one of those. Jackson 5 Christmas album, $24.99 on the Jackson 5. Paul Revere and the Raiders, never seen that before. A Christmas Present, Paul Revere and the Raiders, $19.99. And Peter, Paul, and Mary, A Holiday Celebration, $14.99. Joseph takes both of those Disney records. An Alabama Christmas, a little bit of a stain on the cover, $14.99 for an Alabama Christmas. Phil Spector's Christmas album, that is on Apple, $39.99. The Ronettes, the Crystals, wow, $39.99. Phil Spector Christmas album. Merle Haggard, Going Home for Christmas, $19.99. Art Garfunkel, Amy Grant, The Animals Christmas by Jimmy Webb, $19.99. How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss, wow, recorded 1975. That's $24.99. Wow, I've actually never seen like a vintage copy of that. $24.99. So Joseph said, yeah, both. Brent Rabley wants Paul Revere. Wayne Titsworth was next, asking the condition of it. Brent Rabley also wants the Phil Spector Christmas album. Roy Edmonds first on Jackson 5. Roy Edmonds first on the Jackson 5. And I'm going to have to go to my phone to confirm that one. Hold on a second. So Joseph got both. Paul Revere, Brent Rabley. Wayne was next. Brent Rabley first on Spector. Roy was first to the Jackson 5. And How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Right here. I have Brent, Joseph, Sean, Jake, Carlene, Misty. Lots of people. And the first one to that was Brent Rabley. I double-checked that one 3 times. I don't think that's cheap. I saw that in the bin the other night. I think a $24.99 is a really good deal on that one. I wasn't for sure. I meant to check that one. Disney's Christmas Favorites. Disney's Christmas Favorites, $19.99. This is not Christmas. This is the Haunted House. Walt Disney's Chilling, Thrilling Sounds of the Haunted House. VG Plus on the vinyl, $19.99. John Denver and the Muppets, A Christmas Together, $24.99. Spike Jones presents A Christmas Spectacular. That is $19.99. And Dean Martin's Christmas album is $9.99. Lee Greenwood, Christmas to Christmas, is $9.99. Johnny Cash, A Christmas Spirit, in shrink wrap, $19.99. Bing Crosby, I Wish You a Merry Christmas, $9.99. And Mae West, Wild Christmas. I think this is like a risque kind of top deal. $34.99 on that. Definitely going to have to go to my phone to check this. Okay, so the Grinch was Brent, Joseph, Sean David, Jake Rogers, Carlene, Misty. Spencer put SIA. And I don't know if that's something I missed. Spencer, you put SIA. I'm not for sure what that was for. If it's something already sold, then that's okay. But let me know. Alex was also on the list for the Grinch. Any Bowie on the Bing albums? I'll check, but I don't think so. Joseph Snow was first to the Disney, the other Disney, and he was first to Haunted House. Brent Rabley was first to Spike Lee. Then Carlene Rollins on John. That was John Denver. Tracy Miller first to Johnny Cash. Tracy Miller first to Johnny Cash. Brent Rabley was second. Then David Cox. Then Jake Rogers. Then Roy Edmonds. Then Ron Phillips. And that's all I have. SAE is Christmas. It was my daughter's favorite. So it was just participating. The last Johnny Cash was... well, Carlene put John. I was assuming that was John Denver. And then Tracy put Cash. So, Carlene, I've got you down for John Denver. If that's not right, let me know. And then Johnny Cash went to Tracy Miller. All right, let's go through those one more time very quick. They're almost, y'all knocked out about half of those. I was going very quick too. So, let's go through that one more time. We have Everly Brothers. Christmas with the Everly Brothers, $14.99. Robert Goulet, The Christmas I Spend With You, $9.99. The Osmond Brothers, We Sing You a Merry Christmas. That was $9.99. Carlene said yes. John Denver's correct. We Wish You a Merry Christmas. This is another Motown top deal. $14.99. Brent Rabley on the Everly Brothers. Sell that to Brent Rabley. We have Rockin' Little Christmas, Brenda Lee. I wonder if that has, yeah, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, the very famous version by Brenda Lee, first track, $19.99 on that. Andy Lewis wants We Wish You a Merry Christmas. That's this one right here. Sell that to Andy Lewis. No more auctions. Not true. I didn't want to do it during this Christmas spin because it's too much going on. Give me a second before I put up some more auctions, Sean. I'll put something up. Trust me, but it's hard to do it around when we show a Christmas spin. It's like everything else is on pause. Brent Rabley wants Rockin' Little Christmas. Rotary Connection, Peace. That's one you don't see very often. $29.99. Blue Christmas Ernest Tubb, $9.99. Surprised no one bought this. Do they know it's Christmas? And we've got the 7-inch single in there with it, $19.99. You get the 7-inch in there with it too. That didn't originally come with it. Johnny Mathis, Christmas with Johnny Mathis, $9.99. A Cabbage Patch Christmas, $19.99. Little Drummer Boy, Harry Simone Coracle, $9.99. Brent Rabley wants Do They Know It's Christmas? Lou Rawls, Merry Christmas, Ho Ho Ho, $9.99. Happy Holidays from True Value Hardware Stores, Andrew Sisters, Chuck Berry, Bing Crosby, Brenda Lee, Loretta Lynn, Oak Ridge Boys, Ray Stevens, and Moore's, $9.99. Merle Haggard Christmas Present, $19.99. Barbara Mandrell Christmas at Our House, $9.99. $9.99. Bing Crosby Christmas Classics. No, I don't think... oh, that's Barbara Mandrell. I don't think these have... See, which one's he doing with David Bowie? Little Drummer Boy? Or which one is he doing? The Pop-Pop-Pom-Bomb? That's Little Drummer Boy? Yeah. I don't think it's on here. I don't know what... they're commenting. I didn't have time to read it. Peace on Earth, yes. What year did they do that? It looked like early 80s Bowie, the way he looked. You know, he has about 5 different personalities. So, Brent Rabley wants Hag. That was Merle Haggard. And Tracy Miller wants Happy Holidays from True Value. And Austin Rhythm and Blues Christmas. That was $19.99. Johnny Mathis, Give Me Your Love for Christmas. That was $9.99. Christmas Country Style. Johnny Cash is on that one. Doing Little Drummer Boy. $9.99. Rainbow Bright Christmas. That is $19.99. A Country Christmas. $14.99. Osmond's Christmas Album. $19.99. It was late 70s Bowie, not early 80s. Well, he looked he looked the same there for a while. Late 70s, early 80s. Peter, Paul, and Mary. $14.99. And an Alabama Christmas is $14.99. Okay. Happy Holidays, Little Drummer Boy. Debbie Miller says price on BM. What was BM? What was BM? And let's see. Merle Haggard, Going Home for Christmas is $19.99. Art Garfunkel, Amy Grant, The Animals Christmas. That is $19.99. I have not shown Queensryche. All the stuff I posted is going to be sold Tuesday night in a featured sale. Featured sale on Tuesday night. Dean Martin Christmas album. Cancel your plans for Tuesday night. $9.99 for Dean Martin. Lee Greenwood, Christmas to Christmas, $9.99. I'm surprised the Bing Crosby stuff's still here, to be honest with you. That is $9.99. And we have Mae West, and that is $34.99. All the Christmas records are sticker price. Thomas wants Dean Martin. Thomas, there are 3 Dean Martin records. Let's take a look at them. You may want all 3 of them. I Wish You a Merry Christmas, A Time to Be Jolly, and Christmas Classics. All right. Bing Bundle. I'm going to leave everything sticker price. Thomas has dibs on there. Debbie Blair, not Debbie Miller. What was the album? Barbara Mandrell. Okay. Barbara Mandrell is $9.99. He hadn't said which one he wants. We got 3 of them here. The Bowie Crosby Lewis was taken September 11, 1970. Crosby died a month later on October 4th. Wow. Dean Martin, not Bing. Oh, my bad. Hold on a second. He wants Dean. Oh, my bad. Dean Martin. Excuse me. Tom, you got Dean Martin. All the beans are, Brent, I'm going to stay at sticker price. And Debbie Blair said take on Barbara Mandrell. Not to be bah humbug on prices, but I've already told 3 other people the same thing. Now, I don't want to wear out Christmas records. However, underneath this table was a crate. Let me see if it's this one here. Yeah, this is some stuff that we put out late last year. And I know there's some stuff yeah, here we go. All right. So here's some stuff that I know y'all will want because we sold out the other night. Let's do this one first. Where are they? Right here. I've got 2 more copies of Elvis Sings the Wonderful World of Christmas. Nice, clean copies. Elvis Sings the Wonderful World of Christmas. $9.99. There's 2 more copies if you missed out on the other 20. $9.99. Jake Rogers wants one. I've got 1 left. Elvis Sings the Wonderful World of Christmas. $9.99. Pam Dickens gets the other one. Brent Rabley says he wants Bing Wish You Scrooge. I think he's saying he wants Bing Crosby Wish You a Merry Christmas, and he's also calling me a Scrooge in the same sentence. Thank you. I've got to squeeze every dollar out of Christmas I can. What's the guy on the Charles Dickens thing? I guess his name is Scrooge, right? Ebenezer. Elvis. And let me see. Okay, Steve and Kathy, here's what I can do for you. I've got this one right here. Elvis Christmas album. If you're okay with those, I think it's pretty much the same tracks. Blue Christmas, Silent Night, White Christmas. You know, plus it has that bonus track, Mama Like the Roses, I'll Be Home for Christmas. Steve and Kathy say yes if you're okay with those. And I think there's one other title in here. Steve says yes, he's okay with that. I've got 2 more. If anybody else wants one. I've got 3 more. Hey, actually, you know what? There's another one. There you go. Who wants an Elvis Christmas album? Give that to Steve, actually. That's the one he originally claimed. Give him that one right there. Kathy, I know she'll want one. She don't even have to say yes. I got to get these front and center. She said, I already have 2 copies of that. Okay, I got you one of the others. All right, so if anybody wants these, you can say Elvis Blue or Elvis White. There's one other record in here, though, that we had multiples of that a lot of people didn't get the other night. Let me find it. It's coming up. I think it's in the very, very front here. Roy, let me know. Here we go. Roy, let me know what you want. Blue or white one. Christmas with Chet Atkins. This is the one I say I play all the time here in the store. This one's so nice, too. In shrink wrap. And then this one is extremely nice, too. Different label. Chet Atkins. There's lots of people who didn't get one of those the other night. Roy wants an Elvis Christmas on the white. Alex Roman, Chet Atkins. Alex, I'm going to give you that top one first. Give that to Roy. Chet Atkins to, he wants the older RCA. You got it. Sell that to him. There's one more in there. Do we want to go through this crate? Yes or no? I'll go through it. I mean, it's all Christmas. This is actually stuff we put out last year that I don't think I ever did show. Let's just go through it right quick. I can go through it fast. How much for Chet? $9.99. David Cox asked, and so did Rob Scheffler. Let's go through these right quick. Christmas greetings from Nashville, $9.99. Jim Neighbors, Merry Christmas, $9.99. Christmas on the General Jackson. That's one of those paddle wheel boats that's here in Nashville. That is $14.99. Christmas on the General Jackson. Let's see. Who asked first? David Cox. He gets a Chet Atkins. Sell David Cox a Chet Atkins. Christmas medal. Boy, I need to put something up for auction, don't I? All right, let me go grab one of these docking records. I know we got plenty, and I know I've got one in the back somewhere. I got to keep our metal people occupied. They're not The I literally just bought this today. I hadn't even looked at it. You know, when I buy records a lot, I don't even have time to really even look at them. Yeah. This is something I just bought today. Most of this guy's stuff was really nice. I mean, I looked at a lot of them. So, and he cleaned them and everything. This one has a little bit of wear, like right in here. I'm going to have to call this a VG Plus. And the cover's kind of worn. It's got some spine wear. We have Docking under lock and key. Is this the one you said was a Robert Ludwood cut, Ed? Yeah, this is cut by, it's RL in the dead wax, Robert Ludwood. $10 start. Docking under lock and key. You can call that a Christmas album. You can play it Christmas morning in your house. Yeah, that puts Ed in a Christmas spirit. $10 start. Docking under lock and key. I'll keep the metalheads occupied for right now. Let's see here. Andrew Pula said yes. Elvis, ever get Christmas? I do. I'm going to post a pre-order for those soon. Jack, any of the Elvis albums are $9.99. $9.99. Looking for a $10 bid on Docking. We Wish You a Merry Christmas. $9.99. John Schneider, White Christmas, $9.99. Did I skip one? I did. I skipped a couple. Snoopy's Christmas, the Peppermint Candy Kids, $14.99. The Best of Great Songs of Christmas, $12.99. Some of these are sealed, by the way. Some of these are sealed, and I don't have them denoted. Perry Como Sings Merry Christmas Songs, $9.99. Happy Holidays, $9.99. We Wish You a Country Christmas, that was $9.99. John Schneider, I already showed that. And for Christmas this year, the Letterman, $9.99. Docking 10, Docking 12, Docking 15. Jack said he'll take a blue. I'm getting low supply again. Sell that to Jack Suslack. 15 on Docking. Brent Rabley first on Snoopy. Snoopy Christmas. Sell that to Brent Rabley. Docking 16, Docking 20. Pam Dickens on Perry Como. The Perry Como Christmas record. Sell that to Pam Dickens. Docking 21, Docking 22. Man, y'all are going to like Tuesday night. It is some fantastic stuff. There's a lot of stuff in there out of print that I hadn't seen in a long time. A Christmas Tradition Volume 2. Wow, Dwight Yoakam's on this. Highway 101. That is $14.99. Christmas with Glenn Campbell, $9.99. We Wish You a Merry Christmas, Floyd Kramer, $9.99. Holiday Greetings and Best Wishes. That is the United States Air Force Recruiting Service. You might listen to that and decide you want to join the Air Force. $9.99. Christmas Wonderland, Burt Camford, $9.99. Pat Boone's White Christmas, $9.99. Christmas on the General Jackson, another one, and these are sealed, by the way, $14.99. White Christmas on Kid Stuff label, $9.99. And from the creative world of Stan Kenton comes A Merry Christmas, $9.99. The Wonderful World of Christmas, Glenn Campbell, Diana Shore, Loretta Lynn, $9.99. Docking, did we have a Docking in stock, Breaking the Chains? We did not. Chad, we are sold out of those Dockins. I think I can get them. I'm pretty sure they're Friday Music, and they're $39.99 if you want me to take a look at one for you. Docking 23, what's on that Christmas hits? Oh, man, there's a bunch that say Christmas hits. Are you talking about... wow, there's a bunch. Do you know which one exactly? Bob's 25 on Docking. Jamie's at 26. Misty wants Christmas Tradition. Which one was that? There's a lot that say Christmas time. That's this one here, the one with Dwight Yoakam on it. Sell that to Misty. Dale Shannon wants the United States Air Force one. That was right here. Sell that to Dale Shannon. And David Seacrest says, I'll take Burt Camford. Burt Camford Classic Christmas Album. David Seacrest. High bid on Docking right now. I'm going to call this a VG cover and a VG Plus vinyl. Docking under lock and key. That's an OG VG Plus vinyl. VG cover. High bid on that is Jamie Butler at 26. Misty got Christmas Tradition. Dale Shannon got the Air Force. David Seacrest on Burt Camford. Sorry, I'm trying to talk too fast. And Jared McLaughlin wants the Floyd Kramer one. Sell that to Jared McLaughlin. Renaissance Christmas. Renaissance Christmas celebration with the Waverly Consort, $9.99. And we have Holiday Magic. Glenn Campbell, Peggy Lee, Tennessee Ernie Ford, $9.99. The Swingle Singers Christmas Time. I like that cover. I like those really old time, like 1920s portraits of Santa Claus. Always very interesting to look at. Album of Christmas Magic or Christmas Music by Magnavox. And Christmas with Placido Domingo with the Vienna Symphony Orchestra, $9.99. Another Placido Domingo. The Oak Ridge Boys Christmas is $9.99. And Happy Holidays, $9.99. Happy Holidays, $9.99. Blue Christmas with Ernest Tubb, $9.99. Happy Holidays. Again, we got 3 of those. Slim Whitman, I'll Be Home for Christmas. That's $9.99. The Slim Whitman Christmas album, $9.99. Jimmy Dean's Christmas Card, sealed, $24.99. Jim Reeves, 12 Songs of Christmas, $9.99. Christmas in the Country, George Strait, Reba McEntire, Oak Ridge Boys, Lee Greenwood, and Barbara Mandrell, $14.99. George Strait appears on that one, and Reba. Steve Zeman, first on, or Zeman, I think it said his name was Zeman. I'm still going to call you Zeman, though. There is Oak Ridge Boys to Steve. Final call on Dokken. Dokken is at $26. VG Plus on the vinyl, VG cover under lock and key. Kenny Rogers Christmas album, $9.99. Misty Wants Christmas in the Country. Sell that to Misty. Anne Murray Christmas Wishes is $9.99. All-Time Christmas Favorites, $9.99. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Tex Johnson and his 6 Shooters, $9.99. Roy Edmonds also wants Country Christmas. I think that's the one Misty just got. Yep, that's the one Misty just got. Steve wants Kenny Rogers Christmas. Final call on Dokken. Brent Rabley wants Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Hey, there's another Christmas in the Country. Give that one to Roy Edmonds. I got 2 of them. Give that one to Roy Edmonds. Red Christmas. No, excuse me, RFD Christmas. So to say Red Christmas. Might be from Russia. RFD Christmas, $9.99. Country Christmas, there's another one. I don't know who's on this one. I think these are older artists. Yeah, that's a different album. Lynn Anderson, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, Ferlin Husky, Charlie Rich, Marty Robbins, Merle Haggard. Another Country Christmas, $9.99. Elvis, It Won't Be Like Christmas Without You. That is a German pressing, $19.99. Another Oak Ridge Boys Christmas, if you missed out on the last one, $9.99. Another Oak Ridge Boys Christmas, $9.99. A classic here, the Johnny Mathis Merry Christmas album, $9.99. Another copy of it. The Kingston Trio, I think this may be an older pressing here. This is a pressing from, nope, still a second label. Has the strip and stuff, though, like it is, in shrink wrap. Misty takes the other Country Christmas. Let's go ahead and sell Dokken. One of the previews from the collection I bought today. Dokken under lock and key is sold for $26. I got another copy of that in the back. I'll try to find it during the break. Dokken for $26 went to Jamie Butler. Jamie, you got the Dokken for $26. I'm going to finish this crate, and then we're going to stop at 9:30, and we'll be back at 10 o'clock. I got 3 new bins of new arrivals. 3 new bins of new arrivals. We'll go back through new vinyl we hadn't been through, and I'll have more Japanese stuff. Maybe I can get everybody fired back up to bid on those. The Kingston Trio, there's another copy. That Holiday Feeling, Steve Lawrence and Eddy Gourmet, maybe? Say that again? Eddy Gourmet. Thank you, Ed. The Dangerous Christmas of Red Riding Hood. This is pretty interesting. It's got music from the Animals, or the Animals kind of appear on here or something. What is exactly? This is sealed for $9.99. Yeah, it's got the Animals on here, like, you know, Eric Bird and the Animals. Very interesting. That is sealed, $9.99. Another Oak Ridge Boys Christmas. We now got 3 of those. Christmas with Hank Snow is $9.99. That's in shrink wrap. Merle Haggard Going Home for Christmas, $19.99 on Merle Haggard. Elvis. I've got 1 copy of The Wonderful World, And then the Elvis Christmas album. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 Elvis Christmas albums left. They are $9.99 each. Brent Rabley wants Merle Haggard, Going Home for Christmas. Debbie wants Red RH. That was the Red Riding Hood. Sell that to Debbie Blair. Tom Steyer says he'll take an Elvis Christmas album. And anybody else? Anything in that crate? We're going to go ahead and pause right there. When we come back, let me see if I can completely rotate the crate or card here. 360 or 180. Yeah, right there next to the Coletco shirts. I got more crates to go through. I see Deep Purple. I see Elton. I see Johnny Cash. There's 3 crates there of new arrivals. And then, let's see, there's mail. There's new vinyl. I'll have to recap that. Japanese pressings over here on the table. And there's where we normally are at. So, we're going to pause there. Y'all know the drill. Last sale of the night. I'll start cutting some deals in part 2. We try to sell literally as much as possible. It's the last sale of the night before invoices go out. If you can't come back, I hope you can. It's Friday night. What else do you have to do, right? 10 o'clock. We'll be live probably till about 11, maybe 12. Depends on how busy we are. And let me figure out what's going on here. I'll take a blue and vice. Hold on a second. Soundtracks. Steve, Steve, I think you've got one of these. I think you're saying maybe you want one of these too? One of each. Correct me if I'm wrong. Brian Richards, if you want to come back at part 2, you can request any soundtrack. I will try to find it. What's the album behind Elvis? That's another Elvis. And then also Christmas with Hank Snow. Tim Holloway says he wants both of them. I think Tim may be saying he wants one of each of these as well. And I have 1 Elvis Christmas. I think I've sold a total of about 50 this week. Originals. Vintage copies. Nothing new. And we have a pre-order for a new Elvis. We have a pre-order for a new Elvis Christmas album in the group, and I've pre-sold about 30 of those. All right, thanks, everybody. We'll be back in 30 minutes. I've got to find another energy drink and probably some food. Thanks for watching.